Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I play the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Tom Rayleigh. Our campaign is entitled Gravesport University, and it was written by our friends Matt Ryan and Noah Lloyd over at reckoningofthedead.com. It's one of their one-page scenarios that we've been enjoying very much, so I will post a link in the description below. Since this is a one-shot, there is only this one episode. Jeff Wilkins will be our game master. So, without further delay, let's begin our journey into the darkness. Jeff?
Thanks, Tom. I was going to try to freewheel this, but I actually typed it out at the last minute, so I'm just going to read this opening scene to you. All right, it's currently November 22nd. It's a Tuesday, and we're in the year 1977. Just a few months ago was the release of a groundbreaking science fiction movie that has captured the world's attention called Star Wars. The number one show on TV right now is Laverne and Shirley, and not too far behind that is Charlie's Angels. The setting we're in is a small college town called Gravesport. It's in northern Washington state. Originally, this town was a small fishing village, but now one of its proud locations is a small but prestigious college by the same name, Gravesport University. It's just a few days, and it'll be Thanksgiving. We open on a Tuesday late at night. There's a small group of college students. They're gathered in a lab. There's a bunch of electronics gear, some radio equipment. It's scattered all about. The players are sitting around a table with their papers scattered and working. But wait, are they working? Or do I see dice on the table? Kevin?
All right, everybody. We're back. We're back in the bowels of the blasphemous dungeon in the bottom of the Innsmouth village. Peter, you're the mapper. What level are we on?
This would be level 2.
Yes, exactly. Good. Okay. You see a passage that stretches out before you. It's a passage made of flagstones. The flagstones are wet. The surfaces are wet. It's dripping water and it's making your torches sputter. The passage, as I said, stretches out in the darkness before you. But you know that it turns, and then you can tell that there's sounds coming from up ahead. Blasphemous sounds. You hear the gibbering and meeping and of unhuman voices and the bowing and scraping of sickening creatures. They don't notice you. You ready your weapons, and what do you all do?
I'm gonna draw an arrow and make ready.
I'm gonna ready my battle axe and wait for my command to strike.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a magic missile ready.
There we go.
I'm going to take my katana, and I'm going to keep it at the ready.
Well, you must move down the hallway. And you're just going to stand there?
Oh, I'm not going to stand there. I'm going to charge full speed ahead.
Wait, no. I'm an elf. I can sneak up ahead and take a peek around the corner and see what's there.
But I'm a dwarf. I'm tougher than you. I can take the hits. I can take all the damage. Don't worry about me.
You're going to endanger us all. We need to find out what's there before we rush in. We can't even see what it is yet.
Yeah. We gotta rein you in, man.
I'm gonna follow it.
You do this every time.
I'm gonna follow
it. That's
it.
what I do, though.
Wait.
I say we charge.
Well, maybe we need to check for secret traps and stuff.
Well, okay. Let me check the rules, and you roll. But hold on. You're an elf.
You guys always do this.
I know. Gygax said that they're guidelines, man.
Elves, you don't see any secret passages.
All right.
No, we're looking for traps.
I think I'm going to jump in.
Okay.
Because we all know that what we just listened to, can go on for hours. And in fact, it does. You guys are playing this game late into the evening, late at night. You guys are all friends. You've played this game many times before. You all are in your second and third years at the college. There's one friend who's missing though. His name is Derek Smalls. He has been, for lack of a better word, acting a little strange lately. And by strange, I mean a little bit stranger than normal. I don't know if the terminology was around back then, but I think what we would say OCD, obsessive compulsive.
Okay. Yeah.
So he tends to be, he kind of, he stays off by himself at times. He's fairly new. He's only been at the college for about 6 months. But you guys have all brought him in. He's a great guy. Once you get to know him, he's a good guy. But he does have his quirks about him. You know that, if you've ever been into his dorm room, all his shoes are facing the same direction. They're all lined up perfectly straight under the bed. He's always got to have the same number of soda cans in the refrigerator. So, you guys have just learned to just deal with his quirks, and everybody gets along fine.
Did he make an excuse why he wasn't here tonight? Because we need our ranger.
No, it's just a matter of over the last several days, he's kind of been just drifting off on his own. You've seen him mumbling to himself, talking to himself, like under his breath. So it's not like there's any like real cause for concern. It's not necessarily a health issue. It's just that there's something going on in his life that you're not all quite aware of at this point.
Has he had episodes like this in the past?
Not really. I mean, it's only been about 6 months, so you don't have a lifelong gauge to go by with that. But yeah, when you first met him, a little standoffish, a little, the new guy. But once you guys got to know him, everybody jived and gelled. And but yeah, it's definitely, you can see something is off within the last, I don't know, maybe week or so.
Is it midterm week by chance? You think maybe he's stressed from doing midterms and studying too much?
It's a good question. I will say up front, I'm going to admit that I'm not very familiar with the academic world. So as far as like holidays and midterms and finals and dates and things like that, you guys are going to have to help me out.
Well, it's just before Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving,
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which actually brings up a good point, because
Okay.
Normally you all would probably be going or getting ready to go home for the holiday. And in fact, the school was kind of hoping that would happen, because right now there is massive buzz around the campus. And most of it is exciting. There is a brand new particle accelerator.
Oh yeah.
It's been constructed underground. It's a loop particle accelerator. Some of the earlier ones are linear particle accelerators. This one was done in the loop. And this Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, is going to be their very first official test run.
Oh my God. We should stay so we can see it.
And that's pretty much what everybody's doing.
Better than studying.
Yep, the college kind of was thinking it would be a quiet weekend to run this test, but everybody's buzzing and pretty much everybody's still around because they all want to see what happens.
Yeah. If I go home, I just got to deal with my old man and my drunk mom, so may as well.
Is everyone here is like major part of the college here, or some of them off for the...
Say that again. A major part of the college what? I'm sorry.
No. How many people are going to stay back? Is it like 50% of the college, or just a couple of people, or most of them?
It seems to be most of the people.
Most of the kids will probably go because they don't care about science.
Yeah. What's Derek's major?
He is actually also in the, I want to say mathematics, but I just want to
Math.
I
like
hear you, math.
Concrete.
Ugh.
Biology. None of this abstract stuff.
Well, is Derek,
Computers, that's the
is
future.
Derek involved in this experiment at all, or the?
I can't seem to locate it.
I think
It's either
Derek's just
mathematics or computer science, but it's one of those two.
I think Derek's just a little too
Is
stressed with
Derek
finals
involved
and
in
everything.
the accelerator?
Not directly at all. I mean, it's mostly the physics department that's involved with all of that. Of course, you all have your interests in one fashion or another.
With science.
Yeah.
Be interesting to know what happens to the if we could pick something up on the radio, like a vibration or a signal when they're running the damn thing.
That's a good
Yeah.
point, because
A bunch of big magnets, right?
there are rumors. Like, a lot of this is hush hush. They're careful about what they want to tell the public. If this thing flops, it's going to be an embarrassment to the college. So, in spite of trying to keep this thing on the quiet side, you know, the local news media is out front.
Oh
almost every
boy.
day.
Oh no.
You have people showing up from all over that are actually protesting it. You know, you got some of the more hippier type people are out there. They're trying to equate this to nuclear radiation. So there's a lot of confusion, a lot of misinformation. Everyone has an agenda. So things are just kind of buzzing all around it.
Sounds like a giant headache to me.
Well, I was thinking about protesting it.
Are you crazy?
Hey, seriously, really?
You're just saying that.
Come on. We're
Well-
people of science.
I don't really care about this collider thing, science. But there was one of the protesters was handing out pamphlets, and she was kind of cute, and I thought I'd maybe try it.
Oh jeez.
Oh,
You got no
Wow.
chance. Come on.
I
None of us
well,
do, except maybe Peter.
you never know. I mean, I'm no Derek Smalley Smalls, but I got a girlfriend or two.
Yeah.
your hands don't count, dude. Your hands do not count.
Where is your girlfriend, Stefan?
She's back home.
Back in Florida?
Oh, how could
You know
how
what?
He's in
convenient.
You know
Canada.
what? We know what her name is. Her name is Figma. Figma of your imagination.
Greg,
Yeah, that's right.
Greg.
Why don't we use this time to also give you you guys can do like a more formal character introduction.
Yeah.
So just kind of give us
Okay.
you know what your majors are, maybe what you look like, some background that you want to share, anything like that. You want to just go, or should I just pick somebody?
I'll go. I'm Gregory Mendel. I'm a biology student in my third year. I've got an office where I tutor students who can't figure out what mitochondria is, and my hair is dark, my complexion is light. I look kind of like a vampire, I guess. Though nobody calls me that. I like ham radio stuff. My handle is Silverfish, and my call number is KNB 177QB243. Next.
I'll go, I guess. I'm Peter DeVries the third. I've got issues with my family. I come from uptown New York, sort of not fabulously wealthy, but a pretty well-to-do family that's got a legacy at Harvard. They've been running an architectural firm for several generations, and I'm next in line, so I'm an architecture major. Even though I hate architecture, but it's kind of what's expected of me. So I'm here. I was supposed to go to Harvard, but my grades in high school were really, really bad, and not even the legacy would get me in. So I'm here just kind of dragging my heels and kind of putting off the inevitable. To give you guys a visual, I'm kind of a little bit like Lou Reed, David Bowie type. Skinny, a lot of black clothes, black sunglasses at night kind of guy.
I'll go next. Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Andrew William. I'm a computer science major, and I'm extremely skinny and very tall, but I always dress really well and formal, and I have huge glasses. I think science has all the answers. I don't believe in religion or God. I just think science is all you need. Everything can be theorized and quantized in this world, and my father's extremely wealthy, and he's been a bit weird with me lately. So he bought me a new computer for some reason, just out of the blue. I didn't ask him or anything, but he knows I love computers, so he bought me an extremely powerful Commodore PET computer, which I spent a lot of time in. That's like, I'm telling you, computers are the future. It's going to be the greatest thing ever. And I'm extremely smart. I've been considered a bit of a genius in school. I was homeschooled, but still, in my school, I was a genius.
They've already got more memory than you'll ever be able to fill up.
Oh yeah, come on.
You'll never be able to read a book on one.
Yeah, 64,000 sets of ones and zeros. That's just,
you'll
never replace books.
You'll never fill that up.
Yeah. No, I think the whole world's going to go into computers.
I hear they got 2 megabytes of storage at Bell Labs.
Yeah. Oh my God. You can store the whole world in 2 MB. So much.
I heard that. Is it called the Cray computer? Doesn't it have like 9 gigabyte or 9?
Oh yeah, there's Giga. Come on, you're talking about
Giga.
Right now.
Told you I'm not math guy, so.
Oh.
Giga
Imagine.
mega.
9 gigabytes. Wow.
Yeah, sorry.
That's just too much into the realms of science fiction.
The Starship Enterprise doesn't have that much.
Oh yeah, come on. Let's keep it real. But yeah, I'm really excited about the future of technology.
Hey, Runhold, why don't you tell us about yourself?
Yeah.
I'm local to Gravesport. I've told you on several occasions my distant cousin Ellis died in a fishing accident sometime in the 20s, and my family inherited some wealth from him, and that's why I'm able to pay for college. I'm an English major working towards a master's. Physically, he's average build, tight black hair, mullet, porn mustache, pale skin, and he's just a badass dungeon master.
Ooh, Dungeon Master. First, and numbers appear to be. I'm not a dungeon master myself, but I am good with numbers, and I absolutely hate it. It's like the most tedious and boring thing ever. But I need an education, so I'm a mathematics student. I'm on my 3rd year. And I feel like my knowledge in mathematics is a curse to my family because my grandfather, who's a watchmaker, he was good with numbers too. And my father, an accountant for some big shipping company in New York City, he's good with numbers. So I guess it's genetic with me. School bores me. I'm actually pretty lazy, but hanging out with all of you actually seems to actually get me up every morning just to do something productive, we'll say. The way my character looks, he's pretty average looking. He's got dark hair, tends to wear flannel a lot, average weight, hazel eyes, stuff like that. Nothing standing out. But the biggest problem is I have no idea what I want to do after I graduate from Gravesport University. I have no idea. Because my parents want me to go to the IRS. They think I'd make a good living doing that. And it's the thing I do not like about my parents is that they're always pushing me to do something I don't want to do because they can't seem to have a better life for me than what they can have. So I'm kind of drawn like what to do afterwards. but hopefully hanging out with you guys will make me find some sort of calling. And I also like horror movies. Actually, my favorite movie is Beyond the Door, as well as some samurai movies too, like Seven Samurai, which I think was much better than Star Wars. And I think George Lucas ripped it off Seven Samurai.
Oh yes, you're speaking.
Yeah, he did.
My language.
He did.
Well, if you want to get serious,
It's true.
it's got more in common with the.
No, it's true. He did.
Okay. You know what my favorite scene in Star Wars is? When Han Solo shoots Greedo without any prompting or any other. That's gonna. Did you just see how shot him without any provocation?
Andrew,
that's how it's going to be forever. That's how generations.
Andrew, let me ask you.
Story.
Andrew, let me ask.
Yeah.
Andrew, let me ask you a question. Who shot first, though? Was it Han or Greedo?
Greedo never shot.
Who do you think shot first, Han or Greedo?
Greedo doesn't shoot. Greedo doesn't shoot. Just Han Solo.
Are you sure it wasn't Greedo?
Greedo didn't shoot.
I'm pretty sure Greedo shot.
Greedo didn't shoot.
Greedo didn't shoot. It was on.
Willard, that's on film. You can never change that.
Pretty sure he shot. They must have edited that out.
No. You can't change film.
It is. It's George Lucas. I'm sure he figured some way to change it. Maybe they did a different take.
Nobody ever said that Han Solo was a good guy.
Yeah, he's a bad guy. He's a badass bad guy.
He's a criminal.
He's not a bad guy. He's just a bad guy.
You guys are nerds.
Something like that.
Why don't we go see if we can find Derek and get him to answer? Because I think he liked that movie.
Yeah, I think
I'm kind of worried about him.
Yeah, I'd just like to add that I'm the person in charge of the Ham Radio Club. I forgot to mention that. And my call sign is KNB955QB962, and I go by the name Beastmaster. And I have the keys to the Ham Radio Club, so we can go there whenever.
Now that was a good movie, Beastmaster.
Oh, yeah.
I sure hope it came out.
Oh, I love Beastmaster. With Mark Singer? Yeah, he ain't no Luke Skywalker. Or Mark Hamill, but he was great.
Who's Mark Hamill?
He was Luke Skywalker.
Luke.
Oh, yeah, he was Luke Skywalker.
You know what?
I don't many people thought that.
I don't know their real names. I just know their fake names.
You mean the real names? Yeah, Luke Skywalker was his actual name. We all know that.
Well, you're going to see a lot of them. A role like that leads to a lot of high-profile work in Hollywood, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Mark Hamill, he's going places.
Yes, exactly.
I see a big smile on his face.
I think that
in the near future.
Going places. She's going to be amazing. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go find Derek.
Yeah, let's
Sure.
Actually, so what I'm going to do is fast forward time a little bit. You guys finish your D&D game late at night. There's no classes, so you played into the early hours of the morning. You woke up the next day, Wednesday, and you currently find yourself, it's actually been unusually warm lately. So the temps right now are like in the low 60s, which is beautiful for this area. The campus is very hilly. There's still a lot of green grass. The trees are out. And basically you all are sitting on the steps of the student hall or the student union. What's it called? The student. You know what? I'm going to do a screen share with you. Okay. Student center, sorry. Okay. Can you guys see that?
Oh, very nice.
Jeez, I wish I'd have drawn that map.
So I highlighted three or four. No, actually, I think I highlighted all of them. So up at the top here, at the very north, we've got the architectural building. So this is where each of you kind of spend your school hours a lot. To the right of that, you've got the biology lab. Further down, you've got Warner Hall, which is where I guess the English, would that be considered humanities?
Well, it would be English.
Yeah, okay.
Humanities is like philosophy and religion.
Okay.
From here,
And then right next to that, Yep, right next to that you got your math lab, not meth lab.
We don't know what that is.
Yeah, we don't know for sure. Like,
Some of you might know what that is. And then over on the left there, you've got the computer science building next to the tennis courts. To the left of that is a series of, you can see where it says townhouses. So that's where most of the student housing is. I'm sorry, was it Stefan? You said you're a native to the town, right?
Yes.
So I would imagine you probably have your own place outside of the campus.
Yes, I have a small apartment.
Okay. Does anybody else want specifically to have like a separate place, or I need at least some of you in the local,
I'm in the dorm.
the dorm?
Yeah, the dormers area.
yeah,
I'm
I
a
stay in
dorm
the
as well.
college as well. Yeah. I have a house, but I don't go there as often.
Okay. So mostly Stefan's the only one who kind of commutes in and out, even though it's not really that much of a commute.
Yeah.
It just gives him a chance to drive his car, I think.
Yeah. Whereabouts in here is the Atom Smasher?
Yeah, that's a good question because.
That's probably a circle that's all the way around the whole university.
So let me just point out too, in between the math lab and the tennis courts, you can see the student center there. I
Yeah.
don't know my cursor or not, but
Mhm.
so that's kind of like where you
Yep,
guys
that's it.
sitting right now, sitting on the steps. Yeah, you're reading the college campus newspaper, which is currently called the Sniffing Hound. You all would already know this, that your school mascot is a bloodhound.
Little bloodhound.
So this would probably be, you've either seen it like on posters in the college, but it's definitely in the campus newspaper because that's pretty much what everybody wants to know too. So let's see.
So yeah, around the entire campus.
Yes.
Underground?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely underground.
Ah.
You know, I was going to say do a knowledge roll, but I don't even think I need you. Well, you know what? Yeah, let's do a knowledge roll.
Okay.
Everybody can do a knowledge roll. I want to see, because maybe not everybody knows this piece.
No.
Yeah.
I passed.
85,
I passed.
so I don't know.
I got
I
a
passed.
52.
I have 42.
The ones that pass, you guys would know that underneath the campus, there's definitely a series of steam tunnels as well.
Sure.
And what happened was, so it's kind of like, you know, you've got the ground level, which is, I think I mentioned, is kind of hilly. And then underneath that, you have the first level, which would be the steam tunnels, which have been there basically since the college was built. And then underneath that is where they've installed this ring, this long tunnel. I think I had a scale at one point. It's roughly about a mile in diameter, just to give you a rough scale.
Okay.
So it's big. It's one of the biggest ones that's been built so far.
Where is the central lab where they do the experiments?
There's
The access
definitely-
point. Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably definitely something right dead center. So that would probably be the Forest Hall area. And then scattered about along the ring are a series of other, like, I don't know what you call it, like offices or, points along the route where they can check things.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Did that answer your question pretty much? Or?
I think so.
Okay.
We're not the only ones who want to sneak down there and take a look at it.
Yeah.
Exactly. And because of that, security is kind of high. They've brought in some rent-a-cops that are pretty much, they're not exactly expecting any major trouble here, but at the same time, they're trying to keep the hippies and the news media from wandering lost in the steam tunnels.
I have the keys to the biology lab.
Ooh.
And it goes
Oh.
right under the biology lab. I don't know if there's access, but we could sure find out.
Greg, this isn't another one of your harebrained schemes, is it?
Mama always said, if the door's not locked, why don't you just go on through?
I'm still on probation from when we filled the biological labs fish tanks with Jello.
That was fun.
Yeah, that's just wrong. I'm not going to kill anything.
Yeah.
That was not my
You
fault.
handed me the Jello.
I forget, what color was it again?
Oh, that was
red,
purple.
was it
And purple.
purple?
It was a reddish purple.
Technically, it was indigo, but
Indigo.
Stefan, what are you ever going to write about if you don't have adventures?
Yeah.
Fantasy.
No. You can't write.
It's all up here.
Yeah.
It's our adventures. Well, you have the keys. We could just play it off like you have them. You have them officially, right?
Oh yeah, I've got an office there.
Ah,
We can
No
just
problem.
be in the office when they close up, and then we can.
That's right. Let's go beyond the door.
all right, I'm in.
Yeah.
That movie.
That's a great movie. You should check it out. It scared the crap out of me. Demonic possessions, Antichrist coming.
Does anybody smoke?
Scary.
No.
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 Yes.
No.
Okay. Who said yes? I'm sorry. I heard it. Somebody. Okay. And obviously, I'm asking character-wise on that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You guys are talking about this. Could I ask everyone to do a spot hidden, please?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I failed.
Yep.
It's extreme success.
I got a hard success.
Nice.
Average.
Okay. Everybody passed. It sounds like.
But no, I failed.
Okay, Dinesh. So I'm sorry, Andrew. Andrew, you're still reading through the paper. You got your nose in the paper. I'm going to come back to that. Remind me if I don't say anything. So as you guys are sitting on the steps out front, you're enjoying the weather, you're talking about this stuff. You see across the courtyard there, or the greens there, on the other side, you see Derek, and he's walking, and he's not really paying attention. It looks like he has his head down, and somebody got an extreme, right? I'm sorry.
Yeah, me.
Peter, you see that it looks like there's impending trouble about to happen, although it's probably too late for you to even do anything about it. But you do see it because just ahead of him are about 3 rather large guys, and you can tell by their jackets that they're on the football team.
Oh man, jocks, come on.
And they're walking straight towards him. And sure enough,
Yo,
Yeah.
Derek.
Yeah.
yeah,
Derek, come over here, quick.
People, did you see this? Turns out there's a food poisoning epidemic throughout the cafeteria.
Andrew, look over there, Derek.
Saving Derek.
Get it? Oh my God. Derek!
and
Did you
just
go get him?
Eric!
it might have been an accident, but I don't think so. The jocks bump into Derek, and his papers and his books and his backpack go scattering all about.
Oh shit.
Leave him alone.
Let's go get him.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's
Go.
Exactly. Right now,
Yeah.
let's go.
Let's all walk together. If we all walk together, we can intimidate.
We're not gonna
the-
walk. Let's run.
We do
Really big
outnumber
jobs.
them too.
Those say
There's
last
5
week
of us.
the same thing to me last week. Let's go help
Yeah,
Derek.
I've
by the
actually
look of them,
I've actually got a pretty decent intimidate number, so
I just run towards Derek.
we're not talking about your D&D stats. But in real life, I think it's going to be much more harder.
yo,
right.
I'm wearing sunglasses at night, all right?
Yeah, you can't see. Can you see how big they are? Look at them. They're huge.
Yes, I'm actually going to remind you of that.
Well, we're not going to say
I'm hearing a lot
anything
of
to them.
bravado. I'm hearing a lot of bravado talk here, but these guys are
No, we're just grabbing Derek.
Yeah.
Whisk him off.
because by putting yourselves out there, you risk becoming the center of their attention too.
Don't poke.
Okay,
the
here's
bear.
my idea. We put Stefan in the front, and we make him quote Shakespeare. So while they go beat him up, let's go grab Derek and run away.
I don't know any Shakespeare, Andrew. Why do you always say that? Hey, those guys did the same thing to me last week. Let's just get Derek and get out of here.
All right,
Help
now
with
here's
pick up
the
stuff. Yeah.
Here's the thing. You guys are making your way across the grass there, and you're hurrying as fast as you can, but it's quite a distance. So you're making your way across, and during that time, you're seeing what's playing out in front of you. Derek starts flipping out on these guys. Now, you know him. You know his character, that he's basically a shy guy. You know, he would never confront 3 football players over something like this. But he is like on the borderline of rage at this point. You can hear him yelling at this point across the campus. And you know, again, this is just not in his character. And matter of fact, it's kind of working because the jocks didn't expect this reaction either. So they've actually taken a step back. They're not sure what they've just walked into. Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Well, I'm just going to run up and grab Derek and pull him back. Like,
Yeah, I'll help.
dude, calm down. We'll help you pick your stuff up. Come on.
I'm going to keep my distance.
I'm just gonna go straight and pick up all the things on the floor he dropped.
Okay.
That's cool. Don't worry about those assholes.
You said that out loud, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Come on, Greg, be cool.
So with that, one of the rather large students, I'm going to say men, he looks at you, he turns and looks at you, and he says, "Sorry, did you just say asshole?"
And I jump in, I said, no, he meant me. I'm the asshole, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm the
Everybody
asshole.
knows he's an asshole. Don't worry about that.
I'm an asshole, certified asshole here.
I'm like, back off, jerks. I got academic clout. I can get you thrown out of the school.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Not again.
oh.
He really is taking this role-playing seriously.
Just go play your stupid football game.
You're not an elf, Greg. Stop it.
Yeah, you're acting more like a dwarf right now. I would know.
Let's, Andrew,
Yeah.
do you have fast talk by any chance?
No, I have like just the bare minimum.
How about persuade, maybe?
Yeah, just a second. No, I'm not much of a talker. I don't have anything in.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna get beat up pretty bad, but I think I'll roll for.
I can interject with fast talk if you need me to, because I don't want to see you get beat up.
Yeah, probably someone else should do a fast talk.
Okay, I'll do fast talk.
Let me just in case he gets it. Andrew,
Okay.
go ahead and roll for fast talk.
Is it possible? Oh no, I failed.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
And when you see that he's failed, the guys are still focused on Gregory at this point. Willard, do you want to try to roll, or do you want to still just kind of?
Yeah. No, I want to try to roll. I'll roll fast talk.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Nah.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I went like this in my pocket.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to. That's a good point, because even though I did all of your pre-gens, I basically redid what the guys from Reckoning did. I transferred it over to the full sheet, but I'm like my memory. So you might have to remind me like who has what. And so, but yeah, I think I remember what you're referring to. Okay. Yeah, he's going to take a swing at you. What do you want to do?
I am going to counter swing with my fist.
Okay.
No, I miss.
Okay.
But you got to see if he's the one who initiates. So see if he
Yes.
What is Derek doing right now?
He is still in somewhat of a rage. He's completely flustered. He's red in the face. He's been yelling. And in fact, he's not entirely making sense at sometimes. He's just like words are coming out of his mind, and he's making weird threats to these guys. And the whole time he's trying to gather up all his papers and books, and he's just grabbing them and just shoving his back pocket, like no organizing.
Well, I had my
trying to
arms
cool him
around him
out.
and was trying to pull him away also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm actively trying to cool him off and like help him pick his stuff up while these guys get rough.
Okay. Sorry, Stefan, did you mean, I'm sorry, who were you talking about your arms?
I got my arms around him and trying to pull him away out of the scene.
Around Derek, right? Not the football
Around
player?
Derek, yeah.
Right, okay.
I jump on the football player.
Oh my
I
God.
jump on his back.
Andrew, you were already helping.
You guys, we're taking this role-playing stuff really seriously. We should not be doing this.
Gregory, I'm sorry to say he did connect. And
Okay.
did 3 points of damage.
In the face? Okay. Okay.
So you've got a definite bloody nose at this point.
Okay. Probably knocked me on my ass.
Yeah.
All right. Whammo. And in case none of you probably understand it, but when I probably fall back on the ground with a bloody nose, I've got brass knuckles on my hand.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Wow.
And I'm aware they're illegal.
I'll just be
I'm
screaming,
trying to
Willard,
get
get Greg, Willard, get Greg.
Stefan,
What do you want me to in control?
Stefan, you've been trying to help Derek at this point.
Yeah.
Willard, you've hung back a little bit. You're sort of taking this
Yeah.
on. You see that like the other people around the campus, they're kind of like, this has gained attention. Derek was screaming earlier, and people are just watching you all now and wondering what the heck is going on.
Guys, we gotta go. This is not looking good right now. We're being
Yeah. Right now,
lots of
it just looks
I mean,
like a bunch of jocks beat up a bunch of nerds.
Yeah, we can
he's probably
always
gonna come out.
be another way.
We know who wins in this situation because nobody believes the damn jocks.
Yeah.
We have integrity.
And brass knuckles.
And brass knuckles, apparently,
Which
yes.
Go back into my pocket as
All right,
I'm
all right.
bleeding all over my shirt.
All right, I'm gonna make an attempt to just sort of break this up because this is getting out of control.
Okay. Specifically anything, or you just trying to step in?
Let's see. The only real personal skill I've got is intimidate. So I'm just gonna try to put myself between the jocks and Greg, and just give him a hard stare, like pull my glasses down, and
the
just be like, cool off.
Campus police are probably on the way.
That's a hard success.
Okay. You see the guy that punched you, Gregory, he's sort of like leaning over you and he's looking down at you, rather intimidating also, and he says, "Did you have anything else you wanted to say?"
Wait, am I still holding on to him?
No, you don't.
I am so wanting to spit right in his face, but
Oh,
it really hurts.
Remember, you're a smart, educated man, too.
Uh-huh. This is all biology. It's my expertise.
And when Peter kind of steps in between you all, and he does the movie star sort of, he lowers his sunglasses in a move that he thinks is badass and threatening. The football players look at each other, and they look at you, Peter, and they look back at Gregory, and they all kind of like shrug their shoulders, and they walk away.
Yeah, I bet you walk away.
Greg, knock it off.
Now,
it's at this point I dismount from the ball player I was perched on, slowly, and I tap the dust off his back. Have a good day, sir.
I look up at Peter and I say this to where he can hear it, but the football players can't. I say, you know why football players are so damn dumb? Their names are on the back of their shirts.
All right, that's enough. That's enough.
And Peter, you're kind of feeling pretty good about that fact. You feel like your intimidation trick worked on him. But what you didn't see is that on the fringe, on the edge of the grass area there was a news van, and the camera guys had spun their cameras around, and it looked like they were filming you guys. And that's actually what the football players saw, was them being filmed, and they said, no, let's get out of here. But you don't know that. You think you're...
See that, you guys? I totally scared him off.
Yeah, we should start a new gang over the college.
You have them shaking in their boots, Peter.
It's the glasses.
I'm not rich like you guys. I can't afford another shirt. Shit. I got blood all over my shirt.
Here's a question. Do we see this news crew?
Actually, no. That's kind of what I was like.
Okay. So that's
what's happening. Yeah.
Can we go back to my lab? I got an extra shirt in there. Change of clothes.
Yeah, let's take Derek. What does Derek look like, Jeff?
Yeah. So what's actually going to happen though is that Derek is still. I mean, he's not yelling anymore, so you've calmed him down in that sense. But he's definitely flustered by the whole thing, and he just kind of looks at you and he's like, look, I'm sorry, you guys, but I have way too much work to do. I have to go. Maybe I'll catch up with you for the big event.
Okay,
what are you working on?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek, what's wrong with you, buddy?
It's just just the pressure. I'm trying to get everything organized at home, and things are a mess. And with everything that's happened at school, I'm just getting a little overwhelmed. That's all. I just gotta.
See, guys, I told you it's all about school, man. That's why you're freaking out.
Listen, Derek. I got what you need. All right, it'll cool you off, make you chill. Just what you need. It's back at my dorm, though.
He knows what you're talking about, and he wants no part of it. But he appreciates the thought. And with that, he kind of like scurries off. He's kind of like he's grabbed the stuff and he's off before you can really like stop him. All he's already walking away.
Well, that was weird.
Well, he's always been high strung.
I think we should follow him.
Greg, we got to get Greg somewhere. Look at his nose, man. It's bleeding.
My lab. I got stuff there.
Yeah. We'll catch up with Derek later.
No, Greg, don't put your head back. I gotta put it down. The blood's gonna rush back in there. Can't do that, dude.
Well, whatever. Okay.
It's not whatever. I don't want to see you.
I just gotta
If he was the biologist, if he was the biologist, he knows how to stop this quicker than letting it keep happening.
Well, I do have some medical. Can I do a medical roll on myself? Or
I have first aid. I can help you out there, Greg.
What are you gonna do? Stick your finger up my nose?
No, I'm gonna apply the pressure better for you.
No, I'll just apply it myself. Thank you very much.
No, I mean I passed my first aid.
You're always wanting to touch me.
No, it's like snake venom. He has to suck on your nose.
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that seems medically accurate. I say we listen to Stefan.
All right. Let's just get back to my office. I got to change of clothes there because you don't know how many times I've been barfed on by students. Dissect one frog and they freak out.
Wait till they get to the cadavers.
Is everybody familiar with the chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna type something in there. But continue on. I just want to make sure that you guys know to look there. So you're headed basically to the biology lab to get a change of clothes, right? Yeah. Okay.
Dude, that was so cool.
Where did you get brass knuckles?
Oh my God. I picked these up last week. Don't let anybody see though when I hand them.
You know they're illegal, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I recommend you use? And then I pull out my pocket knife.
Oh, that's
Uh,
nothing, Andrew. I've got a katana in the back of my trunk. I got a full-on katana that I bought.
Oh,
Oh, no.
okay. See, the katana is illegal, but this you can use it for your bread and butter, and it stabs people. Just saying. Efficiency is my middle name.
Those guys are such dipshits, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Could everyone do a spot hidden for me?
Sure.
Okay.
37 out of...
I failed.
Yes.
Average success.
I fail.
That was just a regular success.
Regular success.
Regulars. Which of you two had the better roll?
I had a 44 out of 50.
I had 37 out of 60.
I have a 22 out of 40.
Okay, we need the math guy.
I'm just going to say Peter because I heard 22. You guys are kind of like getting your wits about you and everything, comparing weapons. And Peter, you happen to notice in the bushes, in the ground, in the grass there's another piece of paper that looks like Derek forgot or missed in his rush to clean everything up.
Yeah, let's pick that up.
Yep. And it looks like this. You guys see that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Comp and humanities.
That number of credits.
What's RB?
What's RB? Yeah.
Yeah,
That was yes.
Math.
B.
Is someone's initials that we know?
These look like character stats.
No.
No, it can't be.
These look like a cheat.
Can I do a mathemat? Can I do math?
You're going to have to speak clearer than that, dude, if you want to talk to us. It's a cheat sheet, guys.
For what though?
Don't you think these are the answers?
Well, they'd be answers to really simple math questions.
Can you do a mathematics to see if I could just, decipher this? Figure this out?
Yeah, they'd be really kind of silly math. It's like 11, 13, 13, 11, 13. 10, 11, 13.
Yeah, I'm going to say go ahead and roll.
Okay.
It's the Fibonacci sequence.
Oh, I got an extreme on that for mathematics.
Oh.
I got a 14.
Okay. All right.
Something that I annoyingly will hate to know this.
I will say this. There's something about it, but you just can't put your finger on it.
Do we
I
recognize
couldn't
be
do
time.
it to even know.
Guys, it could be time. In military time, 10, 13, 15 seconds.
Okay,
Yeah.
then what does RB mean?
What's the math comp human?
I think that's like a code, though,
Parts
for
of
the
this.
untrained eye.
Jeff, do we recognize, or do I recognize the handwriting?
Yeah, I'm not going to make you roll for that. You know it's Derek's handwriting.
Guys, I think this is Derek's.
Could they be room numbers or addresses, parts of the school, like mathematics, computer lab, humanities?
It's a lot of the same numbers over and over again.
People, I don't think we should be looking at this. I think we should, it's Derek's paper, obviously. So why are we snooping around? Let's just go give it to him.
You think it's like...
Yeah, let's just take it to him.
Yeah, it's not nice to spy on friends. It's just paper.
13 RB. All right.
Gregory, could you do a spot hidden for me?
39 out of 60, yes. Just a
Is that
regular.
Extreme? Yeah, I was looking for an extreme or better. Yeah, okay.
RB.
And we'll say
Is
that
there anything on the back side of the paper?
no, it's blank.
Okay.
And we'll say that you guys are like discussing this as you're walking to the biology lab.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to fast forward to go there, that's fine too.
Okay. We're going to leave it up on the screen?
Do you guys want to take a screenshot if you want, so you can refer to it later? I mean, I can always pull it back up later. Then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah. So we get to the lab, and we go up, and I change my clothes.
Willard, you were the one that helped him with his bloody nose, weren't you?
Yes.
And you passed that first aid roll?
Yes, I did.
Yes. So, Tom, you can get 1 hit point back.
Okay.
Um,
And now I'm going to talk like this because my nose is full of blood.
and I'm curious, with your biology, did I give you, or did you put points in medicine?
Oh, yeah. I know all about dissecting things, and I got 35.
You can do a medicine roll and see if you can gain back any more hit points.
82, no.
So it hurts. But yeah, you managed to bandage yourself up. You've at least stopped the blood flow. Willard, you managed to get some blood on your hands though. So.
Oh crap! I quickly go over to a sink or something, just try to wash my hands
There's a
off.
sink right over there.
I try to see if there's any isopropyl alcohol because I know he's a
Thanks,
germaphobe.
Greg. So I just
Let's
probably
right
wash
here.
my hands off like nervously.
Isopropyl.
Pour some rubbing alcohol over.
Here's hydrogen peroxide.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
As Joe control. Do you have any hydrochloric
Good
acid?
now.
I heard it's really good for the hand. Gets rid of all the germs.
We all have hydrochloric acid. All you got to do is barf.
Oh, don't do that, please. Ugh.
All right. So what's our plan of action? Are we going to sneak down there tonight?
You know, I had an
Yes.
interesting thing. If by chance we don't get to sneak in, we can still do some investigation on our own. I say we go to the ham radio club and set the dials on like very, very low frequency and try to filter out some stuff. And I think the particle accelerator will give out a frequency which we can listen to.
I
Yeah, there's-
agree with Andrew. I don't want to just storm down there. I want to try to get as much information as possible before I make a concrete decision like that.
Oh shit! We didn't tell
Yes.
Derek what we were going to do. I bet he'd like to come along.
Derek doesn't look like he's in the mood for anything, so I don't know.
Well, he said he's busy, but he's not going to be busy tonight in the middle of the night. He's got
Yeah, maybe hanging out with us will up his spirits.
Well, he probably needs that paper. We got to go talk to him and take it back to him.
Yeah,
which
good
way?
point.
Which way was he going?
He was headed towards the dorm rooms.
Oh, okay. Well, if he's in the dorm room, that should be. We should.
Yeah, let's go.
find him there. Isn't
Yeah,
he
I
in,
think we
like-
should just go to his room.
Isn't he in like room 14B?
He's in the room right next to mine, so yeah.
Oh,
I think
okay. Well, then you would know, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, how convenient.
I'm on the higher floor with Todd. God, Todd's an idiot.
Yeah, he's always asking me he wants to use my computer, and I'm like, no, you can't use my computer. It's extremely expensive stuff.
Does Todd even know how to use a computer?
No, he doesn't. He can't even
Seriously,
spell
does he?
computer.
I don't know. I'd be up for that. Todd still owes me for that dime I gave him last week.
I don't think you're getting that back, Peter. No way.
I think he was staring at me in the shower.
Oh, you mean that time? Oh.
All right, so you guys, you finish up at the lab. You're headed back towards Derek's place. As you're leaving the lab, you're heading up the steps, and you get out to the main quad area, and you're walking across. Again, it's a beautiful day, and it doesn't take you long, and you eventually find yourself in front of Derek's door.
Yo, Derek.
And you don't hear anything, do a listen roll. Yeah, everybody.
Everybody? Okay.
18.
Ooh.
I
got
succeed.
Success.
I succeeded.
Hard success.
Success, exactly.
Hard success.
You don't hear Derek answer, but you think you hear movement.
You hear movement, guys?
Yeah, someone.
Yeah, I can hear it.
in there, I
Someone's
think.
just-
Should we just burst in, see what's going on?
Maybe some,
yeah, it's
Oh,
all
yeah.
cool.
I think I just heard one of you fart.
Whoa, wait.
I mean, there's no tie on the doorknob, so I guess
There might
it's
be something beyond this door, though. Maybe.
Can I try the door?
Bring it back.
Yes, but I will point out to you, you don't even need to roll for this because it's pretty obvious. There's like 6 locks on the door.
Oh my!
Huh.
What?
It's a lot of locks.
Paranoid much?
Yeah.
Andrew, have you seen these locks before? I mean, you were next to him.
Dude, are you jerking off in there?
God, he's so paranoid, man. Why 6 locks?
Maybe you should pop the door on harder.
Let us
He
in.
can't hear you.
Let us in. We got an adventure.
And with that, you hear him yell, he's like, "Go away! I'm busy."
I'll yell that we have his we got your paper. Open
He's
the
jerking
door, you
off.
jackass.
And with that, you hear like a rustling of more papers, and you start to hear the doors, the locks unlocking one at a time. Click, 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 click. And just when you think he's about to open the door, you hear the locks again. Click, 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 click. And he goes down this a series of 3 or 4 times. And finally, he pulls the door open, and there's 3 of those chain locks. You know, so like the door only opens about 4 or 5 inches.
Yeah.
And then you see the little chain locks. And he's like, what paper? What do you have?
Dude, what is with these locks?
Show him the
Come
paper.
on.
No, I say step out for a moment. Let's not give him the paper just yet. I'm like, come on, we want
Pretty
to talk.
fancy looking locks here.
Dude, what you doing in there?
I'm working.
Jerking
we-
off, dude.
We-
I bet
we
you are
try to
working.
Are you selling drugs?
No, that's what Peter does.
Dude,
I was going to say do a spot hidden, but I can already see some of you actually doing this already.
yeah, we're kind of peeking over his shoulder.
Yeah, and you're kind of like looking through the crack, and you're actually getting glimpses of his room. Looks like it's a mess. There's boxes stacked on the floor. Papers are scattered all over the place. There's stuff on the floor. It's this is not Derek.
Dude, let us in.
Derek, just come over to my room for a second. I have something important to tell you. We all do. So just come over to my room, right across the hall. And
I'm not leaving. I got so much to do. You said you had one of my notes. If it's an important note, I need that back to do my calculations.
I like to make a
Jerk, if you're going to act like a jerk, give me back my Penthouse magazines.
Fine. I'll give them to you.
Show him the note. Don't give it to him.
No, don't give it to him.
yeah, I hold it at a distance. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I persuade Derek to meet us out in the hallway while we're showing him the notes?
We're trying to tempt him out.
He is adamantly against it. Like he has not even unlocked his chain locks.
Okay. So
Um,
no persuade roll?
I'm not even going to say you can persuade him at this point.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I make a psychology roll to try and get into his head a little bit, see what exactly is going on with him? Pinpoint it.
Normally I would say yes, but in this case, I think I've given you practically everything. Like, you know, the psychology is messed up at this point. He's clearly not himself. It's basically what it's coming down to.
I say we force our way inside the room.
Dude, what's up with you?
Unless there was like something more specific that you wanted to ask me, like I would maybe let you roll for that. But generally speaking, we just know that he's like really stressed. He's really kind of out of it at this point.
Well, he's acting like he's got something that he's working on that he's just completely. Remember, he's a little OCD.
Yeah, but it's gone beyond that, right, Jeff? Are the new locks a new thing?
That is true.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you could notice something. Now he's only been there for 6 months,
Right.
so it's a little hard to tell. But Andrew, you said he was right next door to you, and you don't remember when he first moved in. You don't remember that many locks.
Yeah, I don't remember any locks.
He obviously doesn't have a dorm mate.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Correct.
Unless he's got the dorm mate locked up in his room.
No,
That would be it.
Or maybe someone else locked up.
Dude, what is this note?
and he's kind of looking at it, and he's fixing his glasses, and he's got the tape around the middle, and he's pushing his glasses up. I can't read it.
Dude, let him have the note.
No. Read the note to him.
Yeah, it says math 13, 10, 11, 11.
As soon as you
11.
said that, he's like, I need that, please, guys.
Oh,
Why
what
do
is
you-
it?
Yeah, what is it?
Well, dude, we're just worried about you. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm just. I don't know if I'm fine. I don't know if I've.
Well, we're going to sneak down into the Collider tonight in the middle of the night if you want to come.
It's gonna be awesome.
We're gonna play D&D down there, man. Just join us. Bring that ranger of yours.
We ain't going to break anything or touch anything or put jello in anything.
Wink, wink.
We
Let's
just
go play some D&D, man.
we just want
We
to
miss you.
He
We gotta kill those. We gotta kill the beholder, man.
I'm sort of reacting the way he would. You've stopped him in his tracks.
He's thinking about it.
He's thinking about it.
He's
Come on, we need your help to
definitely
kill that beholder.
and he's really not sure how to react and what to say. But you can see that it's almost like he was frantic, and all of a sudden this like calm has just come over him.
Dude, I
Why-
think there's access in the biology lab that we can get down in there, and we want to just take a look around, see what it looks like.
Yeah, we need a new gaming location. Maybe we can hang out there. You know, get the environment, get the good vibe going.
Bathed in exotic particles.
So
See, Peter knows what I'm talking about.
if you're interested, come to my office, like at 9 o'clock. We'll play around a little bit until maybe midnight, and then go down there.
9 o'clock tonight,
Yeah.
9 p.m.
Yeah, man. We'll even let you have the killing blow once we kill that beholder. You can
Are the
save us and
riders-
be the hero of the group.
Are the riders going to be there?
Or the what?
What?
The riders.
We didn't encounter any rioters yet.
What, the writers? What do you mean writers?
Riders.
Are you talking about Stefan? Because, yeah, he's writing something, right?
Writers are like riders.
Riders.
Oh, okay.
The writers?
Yeah, they're gonna be here, Derek. Yeah. Come on out. You'll meet them. We'll hook up.
What the hell are you guys talking about? The
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about either. I'm so confused.
Can I have my note?
Give him his note.
Mm.
You gonna be there?
I will try. That's all I can tell you is I'm going to try.
Okay, I think we should give it to him when he comes over there.
Weird.
No,
Yes,
dude,
why not?
This is a
Meet us
bargain.
there. We'll give you the
It's
note.
part of his homework or whatever. Just give it to him.
I don't know.
Dude, we haven't known you for a long time, but you're kind of cool, so we want you to hang out with us. We like you.
Yeah.
We beat up those assholes on the campus today for you.
He actually looks thankful for that. I'm sorry. Did you give him the note or no?
Give him the note.
I give him the note. I don't see the point.
Yeah. And as soon as it gets within arm's reach, he snatches it out of your hand.
Yeah.
And he slams the door shut.
I knew it. We were being played the whole time.
No,
I was
he
trying to
wants
get to the bottom of this and you just wouldn't listen.
Well, what are we going to do? Just run around with his note? We're not assholes.
And he says, through the door, he says, if you guys see the Black Riders tonight, run.
What the hell? Is that the name of the football team?
No, it's the dog something.
Wait,
Dog
guys.
Pound or
Guys. I think he's crazy.
Do you think he's high?
Maybe he's high. Maybe he's been doing some LSD. Let's
We
go.
get under a lot of pressure.
Hang out here in the hallway.
Yeah, let's go.
Come on to my room, people. I think we can take my computer over there, and I want to try to see if I can use it for anything. Let me just go pick up my Commodore computer. I need a couple of people to help me with it because
I don't
it's
know
about
why.
portable as they come. But
It's so huge. They're never going to make those things small enough for you to carry around. It's always a pain in the ass.
Of course you can carry them around. You can just carry them around with your hand like this. It's about as portable as it's going to get. I'm telling you, bleeding edge of technology.
No. Yeah, let's go down there.
Go down where? I'm sorry.
We're gonna go to the computer lab.
The computer lab. Okay.
Okay, yeah, we're going to grab my computer, which I left in the computer lab, and then we're going to take it to the biology lab.
Okay.
I'm telling you, the future of we're going to be playing we're going to be playing our Dungeons and Dragons on a computer one day. I'm working on that. I'm telling you, I've been making a note of algorithms on how to play the game, and I'm going to code it. And I'm going to get it done. We're going to play. It's going to be called Get This Video Games.
It takes months to write a proper dungeon. You'll never do it.
We already have video games. Come on.
Yeah, we have Atari,
We're
man.
playing it on a computer.
You got
Well,
the ET game, man. That's
Why would
awesome.
we want it on
No,
a dumb little?
That came out in '82.
You don't even have color on your computer. We got color on our TVs, and we got video games that hook onto that, like the Odyssey.
Yeah, but this is going to be games you can make on your.
Oh,
Come
you're
on.
just making shit up. I'd like to roll for whistle. I succeeded. Question would be Black Riders, and we play Dungeons and Dragons.
Hopefully.
I've got a little bit of occult. Can I roll occult and see if Black Riders sounds familiar at all to me?
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
82. No.
Actually, I've got I've got some occult too. I'd like to do the same.
Okay.
No, I got a 91.
Sounds like something from the Bible.
I think Peter's right. He's just crazy.
Oh no, I know what the Black Riders are.
What?
He's talking about the Nazgul from Tolkien's books.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I mean that makes perfect sense,
Those are the
guys.
Black Riders.
in a crazy way.
Peter,
Yeah.
Peter, was that? Do you need to do a sarcasm roll for that?
Let's see. Ooh, extreme success.
Hi.
No,
Am I the only one who didn't like Lord of the Rings?
I guess so. I thought it was a
on
brilliant.
and on and on.
It was an artistic masterpiece.
all that.
I wasted too much time reading it. I think they should make that into a movie. Make it nice and short.
It was a movie.
It was.
It was
those
a wonderful-
animated movies.
That's what I was talking about. It was awesome. They used rotoscoping.
Oh.
Yeah, the only problem is they didn't finish it. It's incomplete.
Well, yeah, it would have been monstrous to do. Well, they'll never do all the parts of the Lord of the Rings. That would be like going to be like going for a whole weekend inside the theater.
Yeah, I don't know. Should we talk to someone about Derek? That's pretty crazy behavior.
Well, we did have to take that thing about weird behavior from your friends, and it might lead to something. Maybe
Yeah, but there's nothing unsafe of what he's doing. He's just in his room studying. I mean, that's what good college students are supposed to do.
What if
Are you
he's
sure we have an
depressed?
intervention with him? Maybe.
What if
Should
he's
have an intervention with Derek.
Well, he said he'll be there tonight. He was going to try.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, but if he comes over, what should we tell him? I mean,
That
it's
we're
kind of odd
We're
to have
concerned
six.
about his mental health.
I guess we just got to be nice to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That we
I'm
care
gonna
about.
say
Him.
you guys-
All of you are missing the point. He's not coming. He was scamming us so he could get the paper. He's not going to show up today. I know that for a fact.
I don't know. We'll see.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
he's not coming.
in this conversation, you're walking. He's actually Andrew and Derek are on the second floor. So you're going down the stairs. You make your way back outside, and excuse me. You're making your way back across the campus. You're headed to the computer lab. You're picking up your computer. And did I hear you right? You said you're going from there to the biology lab again?
Yeah, because that's our entry point, right?
Okay.
To the
right.
to the collider. Yeah.
So
Okay.
what time is it at this point?
Just say it's like late afternoon at this point.
Okay.
You guys actually.
I think we should grab some snacks. If we're going to stay there for a while, I don't want to be stuck there without anything to eat.
We could go to the library and see
That's
if there's references to
That's
the.
a good idea. Get some snacks.
I've got about 4 Mickey's Big Mouths and 2 Pabst in my car, but they're all warm. You still want me to bring them?
Yeah, I think we need food because, if we're going to be stuck down with Peter and Peter's going to get hungry, I do not want to be stuck in a room with Peter when he's having his munchies.
Yeah, seriously.
It happened one time and I regret it. And that's the thing that needs years of therapy to get rid of.
We could go to the on-campus maestros.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That seems like a good idea.
That's a good idea, actually, yeah.
Ball subs.
So is that before the biology lab or after?
Okay, well, we don't need to go to the biology lab right now. I figured we'd be there about 9.
Yeah, let's go have a couple of snacks. I'm buying. It's on me today.
We could watch. We
Awesome.
could go and sit and watch TV, like Channel 13. They sometimes got like Lucy and stuff like that on.
I'm more of a Laverne and Shirley kind of guy, so
Well, that's only on.
That's on.
8 o'clock at
That's prime time.
Tuesdays.
What? Oh, you're right.
But Lucy's on all the time. It's like Channel 13 is like the Lucy channel. Adam 5, Adam 12, Adam 12, 5.
Catch the monster movie on Sven Gulli.
Owen.
Well, I'm going to say with the campus, there's a lot of you're doing a lot of walking at this point, so you've actually worked up quite an appetite. So you head to the what do they call it, like the cafe or the lounge area. Do you guys want to get like a full dinner sort of thing, or are you just getting snacks for later tonight?
6-foot-long party sub.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna have something to eat and we're gonna take something for the night.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, for both, yeah.
But no peppers, because I got a delicate stomach.
Okay.
I will go get that beer out of my car and meet you guys wherever.
There's a
Oh,
fridge
we
in
don't
the
want-
lab. You
You
can
don't
put
want
it in
warm beer. That's the worst.
No, but you can put it in the fridge in the lab. There's a fridge in the lab.
Andrew, quit being a pussy, man. Just drink the beer.
It's going to be in there with all of the deadly viruses that I've collected, but
Yeah, that sounds good.
With the botulism.
they've got corks in
So
them.
we'll have a bottle of things that are deadly to the human body and botulism.
It's probably not the worst thing you can do.
I'm going to fast forward. So we'll say you
Wow.
get your food, you get your drinks, your beverages of choice. You've covered quite a bit of ground on the campus today. You're a little bit tired and worn out. A lot of steps going up and down, the hills outside, the fresh air. And unless there's anything you wanted to do before the 9 p.m., we'll say that you guys are at the biology lab.
Okay. We get there a little early, and I show them how I can make the fighting fish kill each other.
Man, you got something against fish.
I know. First, all that Jello you had us pour in there.
It was an experiment.
I just want to go back to my dorm and just gather some like things for my germophobia. That's all. Like,
well, hurry up. And I'm gonna put on my lab coat, and I'm gonna do it so that if anybody asks, if they catch us down there, we can be like, "Oh yes, I'm part of the physics team," and then I'll probably get thrown in jail. But, my brass knuckles.
You don't know a thing about physics, do you? They'll tell you what is Newton, and then they'll.
I know some about physics. Got chemistry and biology, and I know that if I punched somebody, if I'd have connected, oh, that guy would have gone down. That would have been so sweet.
I just sent something to Peter. Check your messages. Yes. So the rest of it, you're at the biology lab. Willard, you've got your supplies, whatever you feel comfortable with, what you think you might need, just in case.
Okay.
I'll just assume that somebody's got a flashlight.
I
Well, 1 second.
I would have gotten a flashlight back in my.
Lights
So
on.
handheld walkie-talkie is a thing. Like instead of walkie-talkies, I'm talking about a wireless ham radio, which I can carry with me.
Really?
Wow.
Big on your back.
Yeah, I'm sure a handheld should have been canon, I guess.
We're not going to split up. That would just be dumb.
No, I think
Yeah,
we can
seriously.
listen into frequencies.
Oh, okay.
I think if everyone in the management is using some form of communication, right? Some form of wireless communication.
Let's
So I think
just-
we can eavesdrop and,
I got flashlights. I don't think I'd be surprised though if there weren't service lights on down there. So we might be okay. But bring
Well,
that
I've got mine.
case.
I'll bring mine
Okay.
and my matches.
We're going to want to be kind of careful. I hear some stuff goes on down there, you know.
What kind of stuff, Peter?
You guys have heard the rumors, right?
No, what?
No, I haven't. No, what? Tell me.
There's like these heavy metal guys, and they get down there. And they sacrifice dogs and chickens and stuff.
Oh, come on.
Wait, what?
Peter, that's so much bullshit.
Are you?
No.
Peter, are you
I mean,
serious?
listen, yes, I'm serious. You think I'd make that up?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah,
where did
actually
you hear
do.
this? Where did you hear this
That's
from?
fair. From
No, Stefan, be quiet. Peter, where did you hear this from?
I got associations.
You're just trying to scare
That
us.
stuff really could happen. Like, no, I don't think he's trying to scare us.
No,
Ever
I
since I watched Beyond the Door, I just wonder if that could actually stuff.
The next thing he's going to tell us is they're going to turn the machine on and Satan is going to appear. They're going to open up a portal to another world. What nonsense. Come on.
Well, that's probably what
Don't
they're trying
joke
to
about
do down
that.
there.
Don't joke about that. It could happen.
You guys
Andrew.
read such bad science fiction.
Andrew.
No, I read
there
good
any
science
such-
fiction.
Is
Does
there,
Peter
any,
look like-
is there any such thing, Andrew, as
Peter-
the devil?
No. There's a lot of heavy metal out there. Like, I don't know, Judas Priest and Motorhead, but they have nothing to do with Satan.
No, they have what they have to do with is making money.
No, listen. If you play
That's
Led
the only
Zeppelin
evil in
4,
this world.
if you play Led Zeppelin 4 backwards, they talk about My Sweet Satan. So those guys, it's real, man.
No, I've heard that.
No,
That's
no,
real.
I-
That's
Stuff on
psychology
the
thing.
campus.
I believe from.
You're going to have to prove that.
I mean, I could tell you could listen to My Little Pony and you'd hear that.
something, honestly.
You're going to listen to what?
What's my little? What's my little pony?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing stuff out there. You can hear anything you want.
That
There's
sounds
so
like
much
that'd be a good
noise.
movie for little kids and everything.
Your parents bought you a pony.
No. I have a sister. My sister.
Oh, a
Agatha.
little pony, mind you.
Most ponies are
Andrew, can you do an intelligence roll, please?
Yeah, sure.
Call his sister, My Little
I
Pony.
succeed. I get a hard success.
You mentioned something earlier, and I want to come back to that. You were talking about tuning the frequencies
Yeah.
and seeing if maybe you could somehow monitor what's happening. I'm going to say
Yeah.
that you've had some success in that.
Okay.
And you don't necessarily have hard proof or evidence, but you're pretty sure that they might not have been doing like full-on tests of the particle accelerator, but you can tell probably that there's been some strange, like low humming noises coming from the ham radio. So there
Okay.
seems like maybe they're doing some unofficial testing at this point.
Okay. My logic behind this is if we set everything, we're going to get some static. but every time the particle accelerator is accelerating, you get some extra frequencies on top of that. And if you isolate those particular bands and amplify them, we're going to get some noise. Maybe we can hear how much energy they're putting into the system or something. But it's mostly going to be just static. We aren't going to be able to hear anything. We're not going to hear anything we can make out. We're just going to maybe see some spectrums and try to figure stuff out.
All right.
Or maybe Satan will talk to us over the radio.
Peter, I have a question for you.
That makes no sense.
No. Peter, these rumors that you hear, like, are these people like dangerous? Like, do you feel like we need to like defend ourselves?
Dude, they're killing
Like the
dogs
things you've been
down
hearing.
there. Yeah.
How would
You
they
don't
get
know
down there?
that.
How would they get down there? Come on. We're only getting down there because we're smart.
Well, it could be.
But okay,
like,
but so,
it
where
could
did
be
you
part
hear?
of a
But where
large-
did you?
I sold some acid to these guys. We get to talking, and you start to hear things. You hear rumors. They tell you about some of the guys they know. They're not exactly savory characters, you know.
Well, I mean, are they like doing this every night?
I don't know. I'm not a Satanist.
That sounds exactly like what a Satanist would say.
I'm going to go check the lab, and I walk over and I open up the thing and I look inside. I go, nope, no dog's missing.
All right.
I
I'm
just had a-
telling you what I heard.
I
just
tried
had
to
a
pick a fight with Peter. I'm like, Peter, I think you're constantly misrepresenting science and Satanism for some reason. You make no sense. You're just fear-mongering with these people. I'm a man of science, and you're just constantly high, and you're making no sense. And I suggest if you have nothing nice to say or productive to say, you stop talking.
All right. But
Wait,
just so you know, Satanists.
What?
I'm just getting a little paranoid right now. But like, I gotta ask an honest question for everybody. But who here besides Gregory has like actual weapons on them? Like, is anyone bringing weapons with them tonight by chance? In case
I have a
something.
pocket knife.
Do you think the football players hang around down there?
I don't know. They might want to come back and get. I don't know. I'm getting really freaked out because if Peter says there's all these strange ritual sacrifices going on, I feel like we should defend ourselves somehow.
Well,
They call me crazy,
but I'm not going to go get it. There's nothing going on down there.
If you want, you could go to the ham radio lab, and we could talk with you on the portable.
Yeah,
monitor.
I think we should have someone at control center. Yeah, we should have some control center.
Most likely, when we get down there, we'll just start screaming and making you think that we're being eaten by Satan.
I'm down for that.
All right.
You
So
fool! Peter is dead.
run me through this a little bit. How do you plan on?
May I direct you to the boy who cried wolf story and how that ended? Worked well for all parties involved. Just thumbs up all the way.
The boy who cried wolf story. All that teaches you that you should never tell the same lie twice. We are going
true.
if Derek arrives, whether he arrives or not, we're going to go down the hallway, down the stairs to the service area, and we didn't really check to see if there was a way in, but I'm pretty sure there's probably a way into the underground. There would be in all these buildings. And then if we end up we don't really know what we're looking for. It's probably going to be a really long corridor going in both directions that curves slightly into a big giant circle. And we're just going to walk along it and see what we find.
All right.
It's
So
a
you
control
go
center.
down the first hallway, and then there's a big set of double doors, and that leads down to what you know is the steam tunnel area.
Are there service lights on?
There are light switches, but currently everything's off.
Okay.
There might still be like the fire lights, like the exit light was glowing. So there's some light down there, but currently there's no.
Should we just use our flashlights, or should we turn on the lights as we go?
Now let's use our flashlight. I mean, we're really not supposed to be down here, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
I gotta agree with Stefan. We should probably choose our flashlights at this point.
But I doubt that there's anybody down here.
we can't think-
I don't
There has
think
to be
anybody's
security
going to be down
in there.
here.
And there has to be cops.
You
in-
just said
Did everybody do a listen roll?
Oh,
I think.
I got a 15 out of 40, so I've succeeded.
Yeah, I got a success.
Yeah.
Those of you that succeed, so there's
Yeah, heart.
moment where you're all pausing to like, oh, is there anybody down here? So you pause and you're all listening. And those that succeed, you think you hear a low humming noise, and it's kind of pulsing.
It's them. They're chanting. Listen.
It's just
I can't hear anything.
it's the electricity. There's giant magnets in this thing, and it's
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now comes the trickier part. I'm going to kind of group this all together. You get down into the steam tunnels, and first of all, it's filthy. It smells down here. It's, this is not, students are not supposed to be down here. They don't clean this. It's also quite confusing. There's a lot of twists and turns in the hallways. So it might be easy to get lost down here. I mean, eventually you'd find your way out, but I think why don't we do a group luck roll? And I want to see if you all get lost.
what we're looking for is that long corridor.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players. I'm looking for 3 passes.
I fail.
I failed.
I succeed as well.
I think I heard 1 succeed.
No, I succeeded as well.
Succeed.
Oh, wait. No. I succeeded.
So Peter and Willard and Stefan, did you succeed?
Succeed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You got
All right,
3
great.
successes.
All right, so that's 3. Yeah. So you guys, you think you were getting lost, but then all of a sudden, Stefan's like, no, guys, it's this way. So sets you on the right track again.
I think it'll be smart if I take a knife and draw small arrows on the wall, carve out small arrows on the wall.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Now the only thing is, you just thought of that as you're down here. So from this point back, you might still have to roll. But from this point forward, that's a great idea. All right. You managed to find, you don't even know where exactly you're going. So let's do this. Do another list roll for me, please. Everybody.
Oh, yeah. It's a hard success.
Okay.
Okay.
I just
No
need
by.
one.
Ooh, no, it's an extreme success.
Okay.
What was it we were rolling?
Listen.
Listen.
Oh, listen. Okay. No, I didn't pass that one.
So anybody who passed, Peter definitely hears this. You hear like a loud pop, almost like somebody just popped a balloon. And it sounds somewhat close, like maybe down around the next turn, the next corner.
Everybody, shh. Sneak up. Sneak up. Can we do stealth?
Yeah, dude, you can do a stealth if you want.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually passed that.
No,
Oh,
no,
I did too.
I fail.
I passed.
Okay, so it sounds like everybody was trying to stealth, but not everybody passed. So you guys are kind of sneaking along, and Andrew.
I passed. I got successful on my stealth.
Yeah, but I failed. Yeah, so
Yeah,
just
but
one
Andrew-
person to take everyone down.
So you guys are kind of sneaking along, and Andrew accidentally kicks a little bucket that's off in the corner. And with that, you hear another noise coming from around the corner, and it almost sounds like a grunt.
It's them. It's the Satanists. Everybody can hide.
Oh god, Peter was right. Oh god.
I told you. Led Zeppelin 4.
I did not disbelieve you, Peter. I did not disbelieve you.
All right, Gregory, what are you doing right now? I need a quick decision.
I'm a little. The hair on the back of my neck is standing on end, thanks to them.
Yeah.
But I'm like fighting it to try to see. Maybe I'll just peek ahead a little bit.
You're looking around the corner
because I passed my stealth. So
okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna peek just a little bit to see if I see anything.
Peter, how about you? What are you doing?
I don't know. I failed the stealth roll, so I'm gonna just try to compose myself.
Okay. Kind of freezing in your tracks, sort of.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I assume I sort of like, I don't know, tripped over my foot or something like that.
Yeah.
Enough to make enough noise to draw attention. But yeah, I'm trying to just kind of like.
Okay, Stefan, how about you?
I made my stealth roll, but I'm flattening myself against the wall and I'm moving back away from where Gregory is. And then I'm also trying to deal with a sense of claustrophobia that just got me kind of like just upset a little bit right now.
Yeah, it's not overbearing at this point, but you're definitely aware of the fact that you are underground. Andrew, how about yourself?
Okay, I'm not panicking because ultimately I expect authorities or someone from college to be there. So I might be breaking the rules, but I'm still a college student. They're not going to do anything to me. So I decide to come up with a backstory. So I go in front of everyone, and if someone asks me, what do you mean this isn't the men's restroom? That's what I'm...
And Willard, how about yourself?
He's holding Peter's hand.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna go hide because I passed my stealth roll, and then I'm just gonna like keep like watching to see if anything it happens more.
All right.
I'm like freaking out. I'm freaking out a little bit right now.
I'm gonna say there's probably really not a good place to hide. These are like long tunnels with like.
Okay.
There's no storage down here. It's basically like tunnels with lots of pipes and electrical cables and things. But for the sake of argument, we'll say like there's a few larger pipes that you can kind of wiggle yourself into. So if somebody like were to
I'll do that.
turn the corner and look, they would see you. It's just that maybe you're better than all the others.
And I'm about to peek.
Okay, I'll do that.
So Gregory, you turn the corner and you think you see something down there. Down the hall.
Like a person or a...
It's small. It's only about maybe 3 feet tall, maybe.
Could it be somebody bent over or...
Possible. It's kind of like a shadow at this point, kind of an outline.
I'm like, I pull back and I'm like, guys, there's something there.
Dude, shine your light on it.
No, they'll know we're here.
Well, what is it? Is it a person?
It's like 3 feet tall. It's like a...
So it's a kid.
No, it's something else.
So shine your light on it. It's not a person.
So I lean back forward and I shine my light on it really fast.
And it was about 60 feet away from you, and now it's 30 feet away from you.
Okay.
And it's looking right at you. It's about 3 feet tall. It's basically an upper body, like waist up. And it's got 2 arms, and the hands are down on the ground. The whole thing is a very, very pale white, and there's no eyes. But it's basically like a humanoid type figure.
And it's like sliding towards me?
It's walking on its hands towards you.
Okay, at this point I scream, it's Satan! And I'm like, at this point, you guys can see me just shaking all over. And I'm like, I just turn around and run blindly down the corridor right past everyone.
Okay, and our only source of light is not there, I guess, so I can't see anything. I didn't catch a proper glimpse of it the first time, so I'm like, wait.
You all have flashlights.
Okay. So I shine my flashlight and I
should say that You could all see the gleam in my eye as I turned the corner, thinking I am going to scare the shit out of them. It's exactly what I would do.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to mess
But
with us.
I'm running. I'm gone.
All right. So,
Real funny, Gregory. Real funny, Greg. Get back.
Yeah, funny.
And I'm just,
I don't think
as
he's
I'm-
kidding.
As I'm getting into the distance,
Everyone laugh.
as I'm in the distance, I'm like, run!
Ha ha ha.
Yeah,
Let's all give a nice round of applause for the amazing acting of
I'm
Greg.
gonna turn the corner with my light on.
yeah. You don't even need to turn the corner because after you all stop clapping, you just turn around and right next to you, Peter, is this thing that I described, like standing right behind you,
Oh my! Yeah.
and you all see it.
Yeah. I'm taking off. I'm right after.
I told you!
I take my computer, which is really heavy, and I try swinging it at the creature with all my force.
Okay, so let me ask this: who's other than Gregory, who's already ran? Is there anyone else running?
Yeah, I took off after him.
Okay.
I'm taking off too.
Yeah. And Stefan?
I'm running as well.
I don't know what I'm more shocked with,
Yeah.
this thing or Andrew swinging his Commodore 64 at it.
Is this one of those computers where the monitor is connected to the keyboard?
Yeah.
I'm standing. I just see what's going to happen next.
All right.
It's a 20-pound aluminum briefcase.
You can tell exactly where I went because you can hear me farting all the way.
It must have been the meatball sub you had.
Andrew,
Yeah. Sorry? Roll for?
fighting brawl, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I succeed.
Okay.
It's a regular success.
Do let's see. Let's do a 1d6 for damage.
1d6.
I passed my sanity, by the way.
3.
Okay. Yeah, everybody, needless to say, everybody can do a sanity roll.
Ooh, I did not pass mine.
I passed mine.
I failed.
We'll
I
do,
passed my sanity with the 4.
we'll say 1 for a pass. And we'll say 1d4 plus 1 for a fail.
Ooh.
And I'm still farting.
I lost 3 points of sanity.
I lost 2.
Okay. Nobody lost 5, right?
No.
No.
Yep.
Just 1.
All right, Andrew, you clock this thing on the side of the head. It throws it off balance, but being that it's still technically on 2 arms plus the torso, it's surprisingly nimble. And it looks up at you and it hisses, and it's got like tons of fangs and teeth. And it's going to try to bite you. You want to dodge or fight back or anything else?
I want to use the computer as my line of defense and try pushing it at its face so it can't fight.
All right, I'm going to consider that a fight back. So if you succeed, you're going to do damage. So you can roll brawl again.
I fail.
Fail? Okay. So you manage, this thing lunges towards you surprisingly fast. You hold the briefcase up and it blocks it. And you hear it let out kind of an oomph noise or a growl type noise. But it does not connect with you. Now you're starting to become aware that you and Stefan is about 10 feet behind you, and you two are basically the only 2 around at this point.
Can I move up to help him?
Sure.
I decide I'm going to run in the opposite direction. Instead of running the direction they came, I'm going to try running from where it came.
Okay.
Because I'm guessing we're in the corridor, so I'm trying to go in the direction.
Okay. But it was kind of like a T intersection is how I was imagining it. So you can,
Okay.
you're going to continue along the T path then, right?
No, I want to go like from where the monster came.
Where it came
So
from,
I'm
so
guessing,
like down.
but It's at the T intersection, so I want to run towards it. Towards the direction.
All right, Stefan, so you see him start to run past this thing. Do you still want to hang around, or do you want to run with him or run around?
Yeah, well, I was, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. So I was running up with a rolling rock, and I was going to just smash it on this thing. So I'll keep doing that, but man, what the fuck, Andrew?
So yeah, give me a brawl.
It's a 16, so that's a hit.
Yep. Roll damage. I'm gonna count that as like a punch. So it would go 1d3.
1d3 plus I've got a damage bonus, so I've got 3 points and 4 points.
Ooh, nice.
7 points damage with it.
Wow.
Wait, sorry. Your damage bonus is what?
1 die 4.
Oh, d4. Okay.
I rolled a 4 on it, and a 5 for the other one.
I was trying to understand what you said earlier. Andrew, are you running towards where I am?
No,
He's actually running away from you.
Oh.
He's running, like, as you turn the corner and look down the T part, he's running where it came from.
Oh, geez. Right into its nest.
Exactly.
Oh.
You actually do some damage, and you hear this thing let out kind of like a yelp noise. And it turns around, and it starts to, I'm going to say run, but it's on its hands.
It's loping.
Does it? I mean, when you say hands, it just has its arms and hands and no legs and feet, or
Correct.
it just?
Correct.
Okay, all right. And is it going towards Andrew, or is it coming the other way, or?
It's running towards Andrew.
Oh.
And we're at this corner, right? This is all took place at the corner.
Yep.
I'm gonna look back towards Greg and Peter and Willer. I'm gonna look towards Andrew, and I'm just gonna look back and forth, and I'm just gonna not do anything else.
You had a flashlight, or did you hand it to Gregory?
I had a flashlight.
We all had flashlights.
You all did. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So you look down the one way, and that's all you see down that way is a bunch of flashlights going bouncing down the hallway as they're running. And Andrew's is up ahead of yours now too. So it's really your choice then. Do you want to go towards Andrew and the creature, or do you want to head back towards Gregory and those guys?
I will head towards Gregory and those guys, but I'm not at like a full run. I'll just kind of, I'm hoping they'll stop and turn around and come back, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too far away from this.
We're about 100 yards down the corridor. We've stopped to see if we can hear you guys screaming as you're being murdered by the monster.
I'll scream for them to come back.
Okay. Andrew, you're running now.
Yeah.
And you hear the scuffle behind you that's happening with Peter. You heard the yelp, and you hear this thing's hands slapping on the concrete as it's coming towards you. And when you get the sense that it's getting closer and closer and it's catching up to you, you take a glance and you look back, and all of a sudden you hear that same pop noise, and it's all quiet. It's all quiet.
Okay, so I look around, I pull out my knife just for good measure, and I try pointing the light. Do I see the monster? It's gone.
It's gone. You don't see anything down that hallway.
Okay. I hesitate for a moment, but then I decide to continue the direction I came in, trying to go towards the direction I was in.
Okay, further down. Okay.
I keep running. I'm in a state of panic. There's adrenaline pumping, so I just run as fast as I can.
Okay. Peter, you see him continuing to run. You're still heading back towards Gregory, right?
Yeah. I've connected back with him.
Yep. Okay, gotcha. All right. At this point, Andrew, give me a luck roll.
Now I'm holding Peter's hand.
I fail.
All right. By a lot or by a little?
It's 91, so yeah.
That's
It's not a fumble, but it's a lot.
okay. Do a 1d3.
Three.
Okay. All right. I'm going to come back to you guys now. So you guys basically all regroup except for Andrew.
Yeah, we're kind of huddled.
Yeah.
Where would you have paused to stop eventually? Like, are you running full tilt to the entrance? Or?
No, I would have run about 100 feet or so, maybe 100 yards down the corridor, and then I would have stopped and shined my flashlight back and see if they're following, and then I would have been just sitting there for a few minutes, going like, "Guys, where are you? Come on, run!"
Yeah. So eventually, then Willard and Peter and eventually Stefan show up. So the four of you are all together, and you don't hear or see any sign of Andrew at this point.
Fuck, where's Andrew?
He didn't come down. He went past it. He went down where you saw it at.
Did you see that thing? Do you think there's more of them down there?
I saw it first. You didn't believe me.
I didn't imagine the devil would look like that.
Dude, I smacked it with a rolling rock and it ran the other way. Come on, let's go help Andrew.
Gosh.
All right, but our lights are doing this as we're walking. At least mine is.
Yeah.
Has anybody got any weapons or anything to fight those things?
Oh my God! Here, Peter, take these. I'm going to give him my brass knuckles.
All right, now we're talking.
Because if it shows up, I'm going.
All right, cool. Yeah. There, I put them on.
All right, so I kind of lost track of time, so I'm going to apologize. I was actually having fun there. But I want to speed this up. So I'm going to say after roughly 30 minutes, that's why I had you roll that D3. After roughly 30 minutes, you guys are wandering these tunnels, and you have not come across Andrew. And then eventually, finally, you hear him down the hallway, and then through a couple, okay. Andrew, is that you? And, he responds. And so eventually you all finally meet up again, and you're still down in the tunnels.
Are we lost?
I'm going to say you were lost, but they had their wits about them, and they marked it as they went, so they actually are not lost.
I was running towards where the monster came from. Did I see anything?
Yeah, no, it was basically just like, at some point you came to another intersection and you had to make a decision left or right, and eventually just all merged into...
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot I can whistle. I should have whistled so that he could have heard where we were. All right, so we're back together?
Yeah, you're all back together. What do you want to do?
Holy guys.
Like, what was that thing? It's unbelievable.
Now we got to find our way the fuck out of here. It's Chud.
What?
It's underground dwellers. Remember Chud?
No, it's a demon. Like, it's Peter.
Wait, could this be what? Can you see what Derek? Is this what Derek was talking about?
I don't know. That he was talking about black riders, and that thing didn't look black to me.
Are those the riders?
No. That they were talking about radiation. That's a mutant. It's a Chud.
That's not. It was a demon. Peter is right.
Led Zeppelin 4.
Are they doing experiments on homeless people?
It's a homeless person.
Yeah, it could be a homeless person.
There's probably more of them down there, though.
It's possible. I heard they were doing weird experiments on people at Stanford.
Look, it had no eyes. It had no eyes, and it had like these like shark teeth that were about to bite me.
That's because it's a Chud, a carnivorous.
It's a demon,
underground dweller. It's a Chud,
and that's when all of the lights in the hallway turn on. On.
Oh, shit.
That's okay. I want them to find us.
Yeah, we're students of Gravesport.
Do we hear anything?
You don't hear anything.
I know, so we're going to rip us to pieces. We gotta go. We gotta get out of here.
We got to find our way out, but maybe we'll find some people first, and then we can
Jeff, can I use navigate by
Tell 'em
chance
we're
to try to find a
sorry.
way out of here?
Yeah, and you can do a bonus die too because you were marking your way. It's basically you can navigate that last section that you
Okay.
do. Yeah, that's a good idea.
$20.
Okay, that sounds like a pass.
Yeah.
This is a regular
Okay,
success.
yeah, fine. Yeah, so if everyone agreed, we'll say you eventually find your way out. Was that the intent? I don't want to.
yeah.
We're trying to go towards the control
Yeah.
center for the particle accelerator.
Okay, so just to be clear then, so are you guys trying to abandon this idea or are you trying to push further on?
I vote for further on.
I vote for further on.
Oh, why?
You guys want to push further on? We're not prepared to deal with stuff like
that
this.
thing.
No, because my entire belief system has been turned upside down when I saw a creature that doesn't make any scientific sense. I need to get down to the bottom of this right now.
I want to know what that thing was.
I don't buy your.
No, you don't.
No,
Not
Peter,
even-
Peter, you
Not
had
even-
your-
I
you
want
had
to
your
know what
chance,
that
Peter, but
is.
you ran away.
Well, it was frightening.
And Andrew ran the wrong way. Can we at least have
No,
a
I
plan?
ran towards where it came from. I wanted to get to the bottom of this.
Can we please have a plan that we all run in the same direction next time?
Yeah, you run towards the light. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to run towards it. You're not supposed to run away.
I make no guarantees.
All right, let's do a democracy here.
Guys, there was
you're
almost-
saying push forward. Stefan, you want to push forward or go back?
I will reluctantly push forward.
Peter sounded like you were pushed forward.
Yes.
And Gregory and Weather sounds like you're outvoted. But do you want to oppose?
Oh, yeah. We want to wander back through the hallways to find our way out without Peter. Yeah, no. I want to leave, but I got to go where Peter goes. Or
I think one of you can stay by the walkie-talkie. One of you can stay outside in case we need help to call in the authorities.
what?
I think we can send one person out alone.
How are we going to get out? We don't know how to get out.
No,
No,
can
we
send
should have said one per.
one person. Send one person
I
out.
misunderstood. I was under the impression you were leaving, and I thought that's why Willard was doing the navigate roll. But if you're pushing forward, all right, let's see.
Look.
No,
if the-
actually, to clarify, Will did want to go out, but now
I was
I'm
trying to.
helping
Yeah,
change their
I wanted to
minds.
find a way out.
Yeah.
Because
So I say Will goes to the ham radio tower and gives us intel from the outside. So in case any one of us are caught down here, we'll have someone on the outside.
Okay,
I'm just going to stick with them.
you're sticking with them. All right.
Okay.
So again,
Peter's got my brass knuckles.
I think for the sake of time, I'm going to do this. I'm going to say you guys managed to continue throughout the tunnels. You're not entirely sure which direction you're supposed to be going in. You're not entirely sure what you're looking for other than another room or another, like a new construction office thing. And we'll say at some point, the lights, when they came on, at some point you turn the corner and you look down the hallway and there's a big set of like new shiny steel doors. And there was actually a guard standing in front of the door.
Does he see us?
I'm going to say at this point he does not see you. So it's up to you as to, do you want to approach him or do you want to turn around?
Logically, we should probably bail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't take this. I can't get suspended.
Yeah, we'll definitely get arrested or something. We gotta go.
Suspended. This is
We'll probably be
college.
expelled at this point.
We didn't do anything. We didn't hurt anything, or
Well, we're not supposed to be down here. You know that.
we'll just get a slap on the hand.
Yeah, I lost my computer down here. We probably need to. We can get that
That
help.
was- Hey, that was your fault for losing your own computer, though. dude.
Did you see the thing that was charging at me?
If there's a way out that we can get out without disturbing the guards, then we'll do it.
Yeah, you can just turn around and head back the way you came in.
Okay, let's just get the hell out of here. Whose stupid idea was this?
Yours.
Yours.
It's your idea.
Don't blame me.
It was your idea. You're the one who says I have access. I'm a biology student. I can
Next time I make some
put jello in fish
idea
tanks.
like this, tell me no.
All right.
I say we approach the guard. Okay, wait. One of us approaches the guard.
Let's just go.
You do it.
Go.
You do it. I'm not.
Okay.
I don't want to get expelled.
I lost a $3,000 computer in here. I'm gonna get it one way or the other.
There's no such thing as a
We
3,000.
walked past it twice.
There's no such
Do a luck roll, Andrew.
Oh my!
See if you can find your computer.
It's back where the devil lived.
I fail again.
That's the Antichrist.
You thought it was down that one hallway, but now they're all kind of looking the same.
All right. Well, we got to get out of here.
All right.
The guard ain't going to find your computer for you.
Okay.
Gregory,
Nope.
you know what? Actually, everybody could do an intelligence roll, please. And I'm looking to see who gets the lowest roll.
I got a 51.
I got a 5.
Oh, there you go.
I don't beat that.
I got a 12 out of 7.
I got a 1 and a 0. Is that 100 or a 1?
That's a 1.
That's an
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
You just rebuilt your computer from scratch.
Willard, you as you were leaving, you went to the ham radio room, and as you were leaving, something like flashed in your mind, like, well, maybe, and then you're like, no, and you just dismiss it. But Peter and Andrew, you guys are leaving the tunnels. You're walking up the stairs to go back into the biology lab, and Derek is still on your mind, the things he's been telling you, the things he's been talking about, and the way he's been acting. And as you guys are walking up the steps, it suddenly dawns on you that you just walked up 13 flights of stairs.
I just figured it
Oh,
out.
yeah.
So,
It's directions. From the
Oh,
math
yeah.
building, from the computer building, and from the humanities building.
Oh.
But
Would have never known that. Wow.
So wait, which building are we in?
We're in no building right now. We started
No,
in the biology building.
Because I'm looking at the note again. And let's see, math 13 RB, comp 13 RB. But there's several instances of 13 in human and no RB. And I mean, not that I know what RB stands for.
None of us know what RB stands for. I don't think.
I'm just looking for patterns.
yeah. All right.
Why don't we backtrack all the way to the biology lab and then start again?
Because it's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah, but we
It's
should
later.
just sleep. We'll just sleep on it.
Why don't we go to Derek's and ask him?
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
very
why
good.
isn't Derek here? I thought he was supposed to meet us here.
He didn't.
Whatever happened with that? Of course he didn't. Some friend he turned out to be.
Dude, let's just
Ditching
go.
us.
Let's just go.
Yeah.
All right, you guys emerge from the biology lab. It's completely dark. I mean, there's lights around the campus, obviously, but it's late at night. Like you said, it's around 2 in the morning. Stefan, you hear something in the distance, and it sounds kind of like sirens.
Hey guys, I think I hear sirens. Anyone else hear that?
And when he mentions it, you all can hear something in the distance.
Yeah, it sounds like sirens.
Yeah.
Wait, it could be the cops? Do you think they called the cops on us?
Who?
I don't know. Maybe
Derek?
someone saw us and
I don't know.
Do you think Derek called the cops on us?
No.
No.
No? Well,
Where are you headed?
Back to the dorm.
Okay. All right. As you get closer to the dorm, the sirens are louder, and eventually the sirens stop. But as you turn the corner around one of the buildings, and you're approaching your dorms, and you see a bunch of red flashing lights.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Derek.
There's a smell of smoke in the air.
Oh my God, is the building on fire? Is there smoke coming out of the building?
And with that, you kind of pick up your pace and you're heading back, and it's definitely there was a fire.
Oh shit.
that's horrible.
Guys,
Oh my
we
God,
gotta get
Derek. We need to find Derek.
we gotta get our story straight. We were carousing around town.
No,
Yeah,
we're
it's
in
all
the ham
Derek's
radio.
fault.
We're in the ham radio lab the whole time. No one comes there except us.
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
talking to some guy in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you're coming up with this plan, you're approaching your dorm, and there are people outside milling about, people in their pajamas, and firefighters and police and security, and all this activity is happening. And then it hits you that you see where the fire originated. You can see the window upstairs, and it's Derek's room.
Oh no.
Oh no, Derek.
No.
God, he was cooking in his room again, I bet. God damn him.
Well, I asked the nearest person, what the hell's going on? What happened?
There's a lot of confusion, and like, unless you were asking an authority person, there's a lot of rumors, and so it's kind of hard to make it out. But then you all see the doors open, and you see there's a what do they call it, like a gurney, they're wheeling out a body.
Oh no.
Oh,
We don't check to
Is
see
that
if it's
Derek?
it's gotta be. Isn't it?
We check to see if it's Derek.
Is it covered over?
Yeah, it's covered.
Oh my God, oh my God. Well, see if we can find out from somebody what's going on. You know, I'm on the third floor, you're on the second.
Yeah, we'll say that, Andrew, since you were right next door to him and you explained to some of the authorities, that you got to get into your room and you got to look. And it turns out, they're like, well, you can't go in right now. But eventually you basically all do confirm that it was Derek. And he's passed away.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Passed away. Oh my God.
And you can do a sanity roll for that.
Yeah.
Fail.
I pass.
Passed. Oh my God.
We're just going to do one for a pass, two for a fail.
Okay.
So it's not sanity shaking. It's just, it's enough to upset.
Sad.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to jump ahead again. The night proceeds. Eventually, you all get situated. You all get sleep. It's the next morning. It's actually Thanksgiving now. No, wait. It's Wednesday, I think. No, Wednesday. That was Wednesday. Okay, yeah. So now it's Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So we can decide to either, say you all went to your families and celebrated Thanksgiving, or we could say you guys continue on with your investigation.
We continue on with the
Really
investigation.
depressed. I'm not going anywhere. My family's on the East Coast.
Yeah, mine too.
Well, I'm in town, but I can go over for just a quick visit and then come back afterwards.
Okay, we'll do that then. We'll say, Stephan, you're local, so you managed to get your family time in. Any of you could have joined him, that sort of thing. But we'll say that, say early evening, for an early Thanksgiving dinner, early evening, you all can be back on campus.
My dad said he has some official work in college, in the campus, so he's here. So I decided not to go home.
Okay. Yep.
Folks, can we take like a 5-minute break?
Yeah.
Come back.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I let the time. I'm gonna see if I can rush through this now. Peter, do you think? Or Brian, do you think you're going back to Necronomicon again next year? Or
Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was your first time or second time?
That was my first one.
First, yeah.
Yeah, that was so much fun. Like the whole show was so great. I want to see. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, did you catch any like you do any of the like seminars or whatever?
Oh yeah, that's what I was there for mostly.
Mhm.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure I got a game in. Like that was a priority, and I'm glad I did. Like I didn't really go. I didn't have any plans. So like when I showed up and I was like, "Hey, I want to play," because I intended to be in one of the longer ones, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you had to sign up for that stuff like weeks ago," and that's kind of how I ended up in that one. But that was a fun game.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still like, I'm not sure if I'm going to go again in 2019 or not.
Yeah.
Because that was my second time. So, I mean, I had fun and everything, but I'm just not sure if there's enough there to like bring me back for a third time.
Yeah. I want to, we got to see Dark Adventure Radio Theater. Did a live thing, and that was really good.
Yeah.
And I think they did a Cthulhu Lives game also, but I have no idea how you get in on that.
Oh, okay. Is that like the LARP thing?
That's their LARP one. And like usually I'd like scoff at that sort of thing, but the Historical Society takes that stuff so seriously that it's like it kind of goes out of that kind of campy LARP reputation and into like it's almost like being in a movie.
Yeah.
All right, so we're all back.
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. Cool.
All right. So yeah, we'll say you recovered to some degree. Is there anything you want to do next that's bringing you?
Well, I suppose so. We're all staying here for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Well, since Andrew, since Todd's gone, and Andrew's room is probably damaged in some way because the room right next to it caught on fire. Maybe we're all hanging upstairs in my room.
Okay, sure.
And I keep thinking about that piece of paper. I think we were onto something, but it still doesn't make that much sense, does it? Why all of the different numbers? What's he saying? I mean, I thought it was some sort of a map, but what is 10, 11, 13, 13?
I think I have an idea. I think you just keep subtracting the number of floors each time. So 13 floors and then 11 floors up and then 13 floors down, 11 floors up. And we might end up somewhere that's the right floor we need to go to.
Would anybody have a guess what RB stands for? Just like anything?
Something
Just
basement.
brainstorming here.
Rubber band?
Real bad.
Radiation. Oh yeah, that could be.
Yeah, that's for sure. Real bad.
Run, buddy.
Well, it's just interesting how RB is next to 13. It's like that seems to be the only pattern with RB. Not mistake.
I think we start from the computer lab, for example. We go down 13 floors, go up 11, go down 13, we keep alternating heights, and eventually we'll end up at a floor.
That's a lot of walking.
But
That does. There's going to be a simpler solution to all this.
No, I say we subtract all of it right now on paper and then go to that.
Oh, I misunderstood.
I was going to say that we need to, 13 floors?
Yeah, I was going to interrupt there too. The tallest building here is probably max 3 stories.
Right.
So
It's not stories.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you say about the stairs? You said there were 13 steps? There's steps. So it's like you go 11, you go, he's going in a direction like go 10 steps, then 11 steps in a different direction.
Why are there no 12 steps? If you go 10, 11, then there's 13, correct? Is that how it was?
No, I think he's saying you go 10 steps. It's like a pirate map. You go 10 steps that
direction. Okay.
And you go 11 steps in that direction. Then, but we don't, what are the directions? We got math.
There's math building, computer building, and then the humanity building, yeah.
And the question is are they all leading to the same place?
Yeah, but what about that little deformed kid that we kicked the shit out of down there? That's what I'm kind of worried about.
Stumpy?
Yeah.
Is that what we're calling him?
That was weird.
Stumpy.
You know, I mean, this is just to throw out there because we're talking about math buildings, but I remember this kid last year. His name was Luke Anderson. He actually fell. He fell down the stairs in the math building. He broke his neck. And I just don't know whatever happened to him afterwards. I mean, besides he's dead, but it's like, is that something? Did anything else happen to anyone else's buildings? Like,
yeah, I don't know. Maybe he grew shark teeth and just started living down there.
Okay, that's not funny. Come on.
The thing is, like, we saw a body. Do you think maybe could that have been him? Could that be like some sort of like, mutant or a zombie or something?
I saw something last year. I mean, I saw a guy.
What did you see last year?
I just saw a guy crash his car out in the parking lot and then drive off.
No, that's pretty.
Last year, like around. Yeah, that's very suspicious.
It was last semester.
Oh.
I'm still worried about my lost computer. Come on, I had a lot of code written in it.
You can rebuild it. You're fine.
You threw it at that kid.
They're going to be firing that thing up tomorrow, aren't they?
Oh my god!
You know, I'd like to ask, like, if we decide to go back there to, I don't know if we want to investigate more, like, I think we should. Does anyone know how to use a gun by chance?
We have to.
Yeah, I did ask that. Because if we're going to encounter something
I've seen
more like...
I think that equipment down there cost the school like $10 million. I don't think you should be firing any guns down there. We could beat the shit out of that thing. Now that we know it's there, it's not so scary. It's just a homeless person. But I actually think that we need to go find that computer.
Yeah.
Because not just because it's your computer, but if they find out we're down there, they're going to figure out that I left you down there. And I'm going to lose everything.
Gregory, can you do an intelligence roll for me?
Sure. Yes, pass.
You have an office.
Yes.
That's a clue.
Yeah.
Let's go to my office.
Okay.
That was a clue. That wasn't a direction.
I have an office.
No, wait, he has an office in the biology lab.
Yes. Where I tutor students.
Wait, there has to be some records or something. Medical records in the office, maybe?
Well, there's my stuff. I guess we could go and look through the medical lab records and see if there's anybody creating mutants and letting them go in the...
I mean, I'm sure they're keeping really, really good records of that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Stefan, can you give me an...
Sorry?
Stefan, intelligence.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Yeah.
Oh.
Success. Normal success.
You think that if Gregory has an office, maybe somebody else has an office.
You know, maybe Derek. Why don't we go to Derek's office? I mean, he had some papers and stuff like that. We could look at his things and.
I didn't
Maybe
think
we'll
Derek
have
even
to-
had an office. Wow. Well,
Yes. When he mentions it, you.
let's go there then.
Let's go to his office. What was his field of study?
I'm going to say computer science because I can't find it in the notes.
Well, Andrew, let's go to the computer science building.
Yeah, why didn't I think of this earlier? Let's go.
You're a computer genius.
Yeah, I am.
You can clobber people with your computer power.
Yeah.
You guys make your way across the campus. You get to the computer science room. You open the door as you walk in. You go up the flight of stairs and intelligence roll.
I succeed.
I pass.
13.
13 is actually the number that you realize is the number of stairs you just went up.
Okay.
Okay. Computer 13. That's the first number.
Yep.
Okay, so
Make your way to Derek's office. Surprisingly, it's unlocked. You walk in and you see much the same that you saw before from his apartment, filled with papers scattered everywhere.
Can we look and see if there's anything significant written on the papers?
Yes, you find another note that looks like this.
Dude, he was obsessive compulsive. He was writing down how many steps he takes.
Oh.
So we go up 13 steps. Okay.
okay.
Something smudged over there.
Freshman dorm.
Fresh dorm.
You
Freshman.
think it's freshman dorm?
Freshman.
Freshman dorm.
Wait, the RB looks like 12 and 13 for some reason.
Does.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Yeah, you're on something.
I don't know. It's clearly an RB on the other note.
Okay.
Look, what if we do this? If we start, after we've looked through his dorm room, if we start here, and this is the computer lab, we go down 13 steps, and then it seems to me if we could go in a straight line from there, that would be wrong. So we have to turn and then go 9 steps. And if we end in the middle of a hallway that's continuing, that's got to be wrong. So we go in the other direction, and we should end up with it at a door or a way out, and then we turn again, and we keep doing that and figure out where the hell we're going. What do you think?
Because that makes sense. I don't think he was writing out directions. I think he was going in a certain direction and counting the number of steps before he made a change.
Right.
So there should be only one path.
And it should be a turn wherever you reach the end of the steps, maybe.
Yeah, if we don't get a turn, we backtrack and try the opposite.
So that'll take us all of 5 minutes to test our theory.
Well, I'm going to say it actually took a little bit longer because you're testing these theories out and they're not necessarily working. But what I will say is that after about an hour, you're looking for patterns, you're on the right track, and eventually you realize that the numbers that he's written in these notepads, they're starting to match up with the number of steps. So like the first set of steps that you came out, there were 13 steps in the computer science room.
Okay.
shoot, I don't have it in front of me, but the next number, whatever it was, 10, say, the next flight of steps, there's 10 steps.
It's 13, 9, 8, 13, 13, 14, etc.
So what you can tell then is that he was mapping out the flights of stairs.
You mean there's 13 in this building, there's 9 on the next building?
There's 9 steps in that particular flight of stairs in that building. Here, hold on, let me get the computer science one again.
That seems like a big architectural mistake.
So
You need all stories to be the same number of steps.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 numbers written down for the computer science building, and that correlates to 11 flights of stairs. So the first flight has 13 steps, the second flight has 9 steps, third flight has 8 steps, etc.
So we go to the one with RB written.
Yeah, it seems
Go
the
to the
way
one.
to go.
I'm sorry.
Is there any architectural significance to that? Like, is there something that I could check against?
Yes, that's a really good idea. So what I'm going to do is we're going to flash back to Derek's office. And in the midst of all the scattered paperwork and stuff, you notice that well, you know what? Do a spot hidden.
For Peter?
15.
Yeah. Peter, you see that on the table there is another note that's basically what you guys are saying. It's like a map almost. And it's telling you to go to the architectural department, the architectural building. And I'm sorry, which one of you is the architect?
That's me.
That's Peter.
Yeah, Peter. You know that there's a library in the architectural building too.
Okay. It's probably a good idea to pass that along. Like, we should probably head over to the architectural building and cross-reference this.
And could everyone do another spot hidden?
I failed.
32, not quite a hard.
Okay.
What is it, an extreme success?
Extreme would be a 5th.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's called, extreme success.
Yeah, I passed.
We'll say that you guys find a journal from Derek, and inside of the journal there are a lot of scribbles and notes and such. And okay, sorry, I got off track. He in the journal he mentions a book, and it's called The Tome of Matthias Wheeler.
Does this book ring a bell to any of you?
It does not.
How about that name?
The name doesn't either.
Well, we can look it up. It's alphabetical.
Yep.
It's true. We can.
So we'll try the architectural library first.
Okay, great. You get there, and through a matching of his notes and his journal, you manage to put together that he has come across this tome. He's found this book. And on the last page of the journal, he talks about the fact that he hid the journal behind some of the other books so that nobody else would find it.
Hid the journal or hid the book?
The book, I'm sorry, the Matthew. So with that, you find this book stuffed behind the other books on one of the shelves. And when you open it, it's definitely an old book. It's definitely an occult book. When you open it, the pages are full of architectural drawings, and there's also occult signs related to all the architectural drawings.
Peter, are these like architectural signs here, or?
I'll check. I'm going to do an occult roll. Failed it. I didn't know. No, I don't recognize this stuff at all.
They look kind of occult.
I had
Can I do an occult roll?
What are you asking though?
Well, I was just asking him if they were architectural things, but he said no. So, can I do an occult roll?
Yeah.
Because this looks like a little pentacle here, and yeah, I got a 98. I think that they're logos for Burger King.
Well, I had a thought actually. What? Okay, like all the pentacles, because each of them have like a side. And earlier we saw a map with like all the buildings that were highlighted. Are they all connected to make like a symbol by chance?
Boy.
Or am I kind of thinking far out, like outside the box with this?
I don't remember what the map looked like, but it would make sense with the particle accelerator being a circle. If it were to contain, a significant shape, a sigil, a seal of some kind,
Maybe a pentagram or something.
Right. Looking at the architectural drawings in this book, like, is there something that I might recognize, some sort of significance?
Yes, do an architectural roll. Basically just looking for you not to fail.
Yeah, 55.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
What you all say? Oh yes, like you recognize what that is.
Well, I mean, it's clearly it's clearly a cult, but
that's the symbol particle accelerator spectrums make. Like that's the answer you'd get out of particle accelerator, something like that.
No, I think that was on the album cover of Black Sabbath's second album.
I think it looks like that university on the East Coast's marching band symbol. The Miskatonic cephalopods.
With your past architectural roll, you are flipping through the book and you're seeing some of these pages with the symbols and the buildings and the architects, and you start to realize that the plans that are being drawn out are some of the buildings that are on campus.
Jeff, one quick question though. I might have missed it. Was there any text in the books, or is it just the drawings?
Yeah, there's text, but it's all obscure. You don't, it's hard to make sense of it all. Was there anything specific?
Well, I'd like to read some of it if possible, but it doesn't seem likely because everybody's looking at the book.
You could, what I'll say is if you wanted to take it home with you, because it's Thursday night, if you wanted to take it home and study it on Thursday night, we could do that.
See if there's any references to the Black Riders.
Would you guys mind if I took it?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Don't summon Satan.
Yeah,
No.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Not without us being there.
No, I'll just peruse it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I was right. They all connect.
Is it a map?
It looks like a map.
Who designed our school?
Yeah, it seems really inefficient way of getting around.
Are those the underground tunnels?
No,
Math
not to answer your
buildings at
question.
1 point.
Well, to clarify, the underground tunnel of the particle accelerator is the outside ring.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where did we spot the monster, the Stumpy?
You guys were over near
Biology.
the lab.
Oh.
Okay, so we were in the biology lab, and we saw Stumpy in this corner. At which point I ran straight. I think the center. I think we have to go towards the center.
Maybe the circles seem to indicate landmarks, except for that one on the bottom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should explore those circles.
All the way.
Well, one leads to nothing though. You mean the little circle? By the biology lab? That's like a shrub or something, isn't it? Or a tree?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
So there's that one.
Wait,
and then
wait. I think
there's-
each RB is these circles, maybe.
We
There's one near
form-
the computer science lab,
No.
there's one near the humanities lab, and there's one near the biology lab.
Well, and they're all everything sort of points up at the architectural building. It's like everything's pointing in that direction.
No. What would be there that would be worth investigating for? Because
Do you guys have the notes?
Yeah.
Is there anything about the architectural building that stands out on the notes?
Hold on. I can't actually access my computer while you've got that big screen up.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I didn't get that one.
Okay, let's do this. I'm stalling here. So let's do. Andrew, could you do a spot hidden for me?
Yeah. I succeed.
Succeed, great. You're starting to put all this together in your mind. You guys are coming up with a lot of theories. Some of them make sense, some of them don't. And at some point, you remember that the connection with the stairs. So you go back and you start looking at the staircases, and you remember that some of them were marked with the RB.
Yeah.
The RBs are all in the buildings that are along the outside ring.
Okay, so
the architectural building has an RB by it. The math lab has an RB by it, and the computer science building has an RB by it.
so that could be the boundary.
ring
So-
building.
It could be the ring boundary. Be-
Stefan, do you have a particular skill that would relate to either occult or your English degree?
English literature.
Go ahead and roll that, please.
I have an idea. How about I try to find the center point of these 3 points? We can draw a triangle. I can use my math skill for that.
Normal success.
Normal success. Yeah, Andrew, that doesn't lead you anywhere.
Okay.
As they're kind of shooting these numbers back and forth, you keep looking at the book. You're poring over the book and sort of reading what you can read out of it. And there is mention of the Black Riders. There's a quote in there that says something about the coming of the dawn. And then that's when you notice that there's something that's called the Revels of the Beast.
The thing is, the Rebels of the Beast. Does it seem to be like an incantation or a spell, or do it?
Of course it is.
And what is it? And what do I? Am I able to determine what it is? Is it just rambling script that puts something, or is there any structure to it like that, like a spell or something?
Yeah, that's what you're definitely on the right track. So you may not necessarily be able to read it exactly or recite it or repeat it, but you're definitely on the right track.
Guys, I don't know how we could all be so stupid. I mean, we play Dungeons and Dragons all the time. This is a gigantic summoning circle.
Oh man, this is like a 5th level spell.
This is but seriously, with that particle accelerator, they're going to pump energy into that circle. This whole thing here looks like some sort of a demonic summoning circle, and we've seen a monster downstairs.
That could
You
be a
gotta stop
radioactive person. I'm just saying, let's still be here on Earth. Everything has a scientific explanation.
Well, science, as
Could be a
Arthur C. Clarke said, something science
Any technology significantly advanced will appear as magic.
There you go.
It's late. I apologize.
Fool me once.
Is there something specific about the Black Riders? I mean, any more is mentioned?
Not necessarily, no. Gregory, do you remember? You probably don't, but I'm going to remind you. When you got in your fisticuffs with the football players,
Mm-hmm.
I asked you to do a spot hidden and you failed.
Right.
Do an intelligence roll.
Pass. Easily by half.
It's just now hitting you with all these reminders now that when he punched you and then he leaned over you towards the end and he asked you, did you have anything else smart to say? When he leaned over you on his varsity jacket or his football jacket, he had a pin and it had the letters RB on it.
Oh my.
Oh,
Guys.
so that's our clue.
Guys, there was this pin. I tell him what you just said.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do we have to go talk to Jocks?
What's we're the Bloodhounds, right? Yeah, the Bloodhounds. Are we like the roving Bloodhounds?
No, we have an explanation for RB. So maybe he was working with them. Maybe they were experimenting on the jocks to see if they could improve their sports performance.
So you're saying that thing we encountered was possibly a jock?
Could be. I
No.
don't know. Men's handball big? I don't know sports. Is men's handball supposed to be a big sport around here?
Something bad is going to happen here tomorrow. Something really bad.
Well, should we tell someone about it?
What are
They're
we
not going to
tell
believe
them?
us. Yeah,
The
they're not going to
Dungeons
believe
and
us.
Dragons Club is going to tell them that something is going to be summoned here and destroy the college.
Well, no, not just with that, but you could give them that Arthur C. Clarke quote, and I'm sure that'll convince them.
Yeah, I mean, worked for me.
If they know there's a little kid running around down there.
Well,
How about we write an anonymous letter to the newspaper and have them publish the story?
Well, when is this thing going to happen? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, yeah.
Write a letter.
at the
We'll
dawn.
put it in an envelope, put it in the mailbox. Postman will pick it up tomorrow afternoon. It'll get sorted. It'll get delivered in 2 or 3 days.
And then it'll get thrown in the trash.
It'll get put in the circular file.
We got to do this ourselves. We have to.
What do we got to do, though?
We got to
Yeah,
Stop the test? Oh,
I think I say we cut the power supply at the right time. We go near the emergency generators and whatnot, and at the time they're about to run the experiment, we kill the power and we spoil the plan.
We're not getting thrown out of college. We're getting thrown in prison.
We're saving lives.
Maybe it's just a coincidence.
Dude. This is just silly. Come on.
Come on, we have to do it. We have to locate all the generators and power supplies in the college and at the same time turn all of them off so that the particle accelerator doesn't work anymore. And in the commotion, we can run away. It'll take a couple of hours for routine maintenance to come and fix it, at which point we can try something else. Who's with me?
Shit.
Go
on.
Yes, I've been in college for 5 years, man. I want to get out.
I'll tell you.
You either follow the plan with me, or I'm telling people who put Jello in the fish tank. That's going to be the letter. I'm going to book you for animal cruelty.
I'll tell them where to find your computer down there.
Andrew, blackmail, Come on.
I'll tell you what we should do. We should go to the top of the Harvey building over there and watch it all happen tomorrow morning.
Yeah, let's kill the power.
Nothing's gonna. I think we've lost our minds, guys. Did somebody slip something? Peter, did you slip something in our food?
Maybe not.
Oh, you drink this again?
What we're talking about just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, hey. There were mushrooms on that pizza.
Andrew, do an intelligence roll, please.
I succeed. It's a extreme success.
I'm not trying to talk you out of it, and I'm not saying it's a bad idea, but I will just point out the fact that cutting the power is a temporary solution. Because it's just a matter of time until they figure out what happened and they turn the power back on.
We could bum rush the guard in the basement.
Well, here's an idea.
Okay, I have an idea. Yeah, let's create a diversion. I'm sorry. Let's create a diversion. Let's turn off the power, and when everyone's there, let's sneak in.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, one of us will kind of like make some noise, be a decoy, draw that guy off. The rest of us, because there's only one of them, the rest of us sneak in.
Yeah.
No.
That's a
If
plan.
you guys really want to stop this from happening, we need to blow the thing up.
With what?
We need to blow it up, and we need to make it look like the religious fanatics have done it.
We really are turning into our D&D group. Like,
Otherwise, we all go down with the sinking ship. Or we could all just go south to California and just stay the fuck away from the whole place tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not really convinced anything's going to happen.
well, we can't just sit here and not do anything.
Can
We gotta
we-
try something.
We need to save. We need to stop this from.
Can't we just go back down there and sabotage the damn thing?
I will bust in that room.
With the
group.
guard?
Yeah.
No,
like
see,
one of us,
we gotta-
or
Diversion.
We gotta
Yeah.
sabotage it somewhere along the ring so that it takes them months to find out what's wrong with it.
yeah, but the ring is deep in the ground, man. And I don't know who has dynamite here.
Who's going to volunteer to draw that guard off?
Peter.
I want to see what's in the room.
Okay, let's do this. In the count of 3, let's all name one person we nominate. Okay.
Well, I'll just volunteer to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
I was about to say Stefan anyway, so.
I was
yeah.
just.
All right, I think you guys have landed on a plan.
Yeah.
So sabotage sounds like the answer here.
Okay, yeah. Great.
I have access to chemicals.
That's right.
But not enough to blow up a building, right?
Well,
I've got some pretty strong acids. We could maybe melt through the cables. If we do it someplace where they won't find it for a month.
Yeah, we'd still need to get access into the lab, right?
Well,
So this is what we do. We carry the acid as 1, weapons for self-defense in case Stumpy shows up. 2, for sabotage in case we find something we can stop.
let me ask the GM. GM, what do we do? No. When we went downstairs into the steam tunnels,
yeah.
did we get to the tunnels where the collider goes all the way around?
That's where the guard was, yes.
No, I mean the ring.
Yes, that's where the guard was. The guard was guarding the doors that would grant you the access to the ring area.
Oh. So the steam tunnels didn't just go into those. Okay.
Well, you
All right.
went down the steam tunnel. You went through a series of tunnels, left, right. You went down further,
All
down
right.
steps, and you got to the guard who was guarding the door.
So we do need to get past the guard.
Yeah.
There's 5 of us. I'm sure we can just rush them, just take them down if we have to. We'll just wear masks or something.
I can create some sort of chemical that will knock him out.
Ooh.
I think you could just fart in his general vicinity in here. Pass out.
Stephen did volunteer to distract them, right?
It's true.
Yep.
So it means that we have to get a nice dress and some lipstick and some.
Suddenly he's Bugs Bunny.
All right. Do you want to go with the biology bomb routine then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I say we carry some chemicals with us in case we sabotage them.
All right.
Yeah, why not? I'm for
We
it.
could throw acid all over the control panels.
Exactly.
All right. Let's. Gregory, do a biology roll for me, please. See how successful your bomb is.
Oh no. This is hard. I failed.
Okay.
I've got 70 in biology, but I failed.
You failed. Was it a critical fail?
Can you
No,
push the roll?
All right.
it was a 91.
Oof. Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. So I'm going to say with the pressure of what you're about to the realization of what's happening, you're not thinking clearly. Your first attempt to mix this up failed. Eventually, you've gotten to the point where you think you've got something that will definitely work,
Okay.
but you've wasted a lot of time. So now it's like it's late at night. So basically, time's ticking, time's running out. You've got your jar of whatever, explosive / acid.
And I've carefully wiped all of the fingerprints off of the flask.
Yeah.
I put a little cross in there so that they'll think it's a religious group that's done it.
Okay. So let's fast forward to you guys are down through the steam tunnels again. Stefan, how would you like to distract the guard?
Is there a place for these guys to hide if I was to just walk up to the guy and then turn around, run back the way I came, that sort of thing?
He can't
Yep.
see your face if he sees you.
Jeff, can I do that?
Yeah, I'm going to say yes. That makes sense to me.
Okay. How far away from him would I be when I, come into view of him?
Yeah, we'll say just like 100 feet, like you turn the corner and then like before, like you saw the distance. So you'd say it's 100 feet.
Okay. All right. So that's what I'll do is I'll come around the corner, make myself visible to him with a flashlight, maybe even yell.
Yep.
Give him like an FU or something like that, and then start running, wait for him to start running towards me and then run around the corner. And
Yep. I'm going to
Be
say...
sure to say something religious or hippie so they'll...
Jesus saves.
Satan is evil.
That goes off without a hitch because it makes sense totally in my mind. Nobody's supposed to be down there, especially this close to them turning it on. So he takes off after you. He's got some sort of walkie-talkie so you can hear him call it in. But eventually you run one way down the steam tunnels, and then that leaves the rest of you free to do whatever you want to do.
Let's go.
Before I go to them, can I hide at some point and so that he passes me and I can go back the other way? Is there a point where I can hide?
Can you do a stealth roll? Or even I would let you do a dex roll if you want.
Well, I was successful, normal success with the
Okay,
with
yeah.
stealth.
So we'll say that you had it all planned out well, and you managed to make a couple, left turn, right turn, and you found a nice spot to.
And as far as planning it out, we know that we have to go extremely quickly through the door, find the control panel, dump the acid all over it, and then go back out as quickly as we can.
All right. So let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of you going in.
Yep.
So I'm just going to, because we're on a time crunch, I'm going to say a group luck roll. And if 3 of you pass, you're going to succeed. And if it's a tie, then Steven's going to be the tiebreaker.
Ooh, I got
Pass.
I got a
failed.
12.
Yeah,
I
but
got
pass.
I fumbled.
Okay.
97.
a pass. So
I heard 3 passes and 1 fumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. All right, so we'll say that, yes, you managed to break in the door. You find the control room. You plant your device and splash it around the cables, destroy the control panel, and you're in a rush. You get out of there. Andrew, you are not entirely clear whether or not you've done enough damage.
Yeah.
But visually, you know, it's basically like it's a matter of buying time. And you get out of there, and I'm going to say you succeeded.
And we have a note that says something like, you know, John 3:16 on it. Or...
Yeah. Yeah.
Ezekiel 20:15, the path of the righteous man is
Yeah. So I think we'll just call it there. And then if you guys want to just do like a little, how do you see things proceeding as far as your characters? Like once you did this, are you going to go back for more at some point? Are you getting out of the school? I'm just curious, how do you guys want to react to this afterwards?
We see the school going into a huge overhaul because of the amount of money they lost in the project.
Yes, it was a huge embarrassment. They told the press everybody was expecting us to go off without a hitch, and they flipped the button and nothing happened. So
I think that we continue with our school as if nothing happened. And we also keep a monitored eye on the whole thing so that if they start rebuilding the damn thing, we'll just go sabotage it some more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with that. That's probably what my character would do, actually.
You want me to-
He finally found his calling, actually.
Stefan goes deep into that book, and it sends him off into this whole occult research thing. But he's gonna really trying to figure out who that book is, or who wrote the book, and what the book is about.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so if that's it, tell us.
Yeah, so let me see. So the one thing that was definitely one of the options. You had to destroy the ring somehow. And it's a sensitive scientific thing, so it didn't take much. So your acid trick probably did a lot of damage. Even just simply like taking a sledgehammer to it would knock it out of calibration. That would buy you at least some time too. The RBs, the football team, they are the cultists. So that was what.
So there was a cult.
Yes, the plan was that those RBs were on the buildings that were on the outside of the ring. On the 13th step, there was a circle. So they were going to perform a ritual at the same time as the ring was going to be turned on. And they were going to try to summon an elder being. So
Wow.
If that succeeded, it was bad. I'll just tell you, they were trying to summon Azathoth.
Oh.
Ooh.
They didn't know that themselves. They just thought it was an elder being that would grant them power and wisdom. But yes, the ring, once the particle accelerator kicked on, it would create what they called strangelets. Like quarks and muons and all that.
Right.
The strangelets would form little tiny mini black holes, and then they had to create a sacrifice. And once the sacrifices were done, they were absorbed by the black holes. And if you guys didn't stop it in time, the black holes would just keep expanding and expanding and expanding, and the college would fall in, and
The Earth
would appear.
So what was Derek's role in this whole thing?
He just basically, he stumbled upon he figured it all out. He figured out the stairs. He figured out that the football players were in the cult.
Did he light the fire?
He didn't like the football players did.
Oh.
Oh, because he burned everything.
He was
Jocks,
onto
man.
them, and they.
What was the little thing?
Oh, the little
Stumpy.
creature. Yeah, I just made that up.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Stumpy.
It popped into existence, and then yeah.
A weak point in reality.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Well, let's finish this up. Our players included Vinesh Ramakrishnan, Kevin Glazner, Lauren Eason, Brian White, and myself with Jeff Wilkins as the keeper of the secrets. We're currently producing 4 shows a week with music and sound effects added in post-production in order to create a richer listener experience. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Palmbeat or iTunes. If you'd like to become a patron, visit our Patreon account. Just $1 or $2 a month will help us a lot. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel for updates on our latest shows, and leave us some comments. We love hearing from you. This is Tom Rayleigh, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.